Welcome, everybody. It's me, the Wasteland Tycoon. Welcome to the stream. Let's put on the epic fashionable glasses. What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? That's right. I've got the whole Wasteland Tycoon outfit on. I hope you guys dig it. I don't know. It's a little impersonal with glasses on. I prefer to take them off. Hang out with you guys. Of course, we're going to be having lots of fun tonight. Got to play on the PS4. Of course, yesterday we played on the Xbox. And the day before that, we played on some PC. We've got it all queued up and ready to go. We're going to be playing a bit of that. Of course, later on, we're going to be playing some 7 Days to Die as well. I hope you all are doing well. Now, I'm not on the homepage yet. Supposedly, I'm going to be on the homepage from about 3 a.m. To about 5 a.m. today. Big, huge thanks to Twitch, of course. Showing me some love here on my channel. Of course, all of you, of course, got me to this point. I really appreciate every single person who's come in and hung out in the stream, who's hit that follow button. Of course, got me to that point where I have that little purple check mark right there at the top of the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I tell you, if you're a streamer, you should appreciate all of these people right over here, right over here. They're the ones that get you where you're going. They're the ones who put gas in the tank of your streaming career. So I am going to go ahead and, do my standard stuff here at the beginning. Make sure my thing's not too much off the rails. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me. If I sound good, let me know. Let me go in and just go ahead and just reset my game sounds because I already know stuff's going off the rail. If you have never been in my stream before, stuff just goes off the rails in this stream every single time. So we'll just do what we can do, right? Do what we can do to get her rocking and rolling as we do up in here. There we go. There we go. Oh, I see some ones coming in. I see some ones coming through there. We'll go ahead and reset the game sounds here in just a second. I've got all the alerts and everything muted for right now until we get into it. You know how I do up in here. But of course, let's say thanks to all my epic mods who are going to be backing me up tonight. Hopefully lots of new peeps come in. And of course, they'll let me know when we're live on the homepage. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see who's in tonight. My awesome mods coming in tonight. Gwen's going to start us off tonight. Make sure to show her lots of love in the chat. Be awesome. Follow those chat rules. Make their job super easy so we can have an awesome, awesome night tonight. Also, we're going to have Nooshki come in later with Jazz Sands and, of course, Game Killer backing us up. Game Killer always backing me up on those late night. I appreciate that. Of course, all my mods are pretty awesome. That's why I spend so much time raising funds to take them to TwitchCon. If you didn't get to meet them over there at TwitchCon, I'm kind of bummed for you because they are awesome. All of them are. They kind of follow me around in case I fall down and hurt myself. Which I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And actually, I did have a bit of a problem on the first day. Actually, my back went out, and I just couldn't even stand after a while. It was pretty scary. Pretty scary, but then again, I rested up, and then I was feeling better on the second and third day. We had lots of fun. Lots of fun. Let's see who's in the chat here. We got Half Fan coming in, checking that loot. E-Wolf with my new favorite saying, the streaming gods. Yesterday said, thanks to the streaming gods that Kismet is streaming. I appreciate that, love. There we go. Getting those tickets ready to go. I would get them ready to go. We're going to be giving away tons of loot tonight. What are we giving away today? Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Fallout 76, New Vegas. I forgot to give that away the other day. Dishonored, of course, a legendary Kismet loot drop and a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt. You guys are all stacked and racked and ready to roll, right? You guys are ready to roll on the sweet giveaways. Now, here's how you start the day right. Here's how you start the stream right every single time. You go right over there in that upper right-hand corner. You click that little pop-down up there for Twitch, if you're on the PC version or whatever version you're on. And you go to your chat, open it up in a new window, go /host Kismet. Boom, you're earning those kids cap just like Game Killer over there. And just like E-Wolf coming in with a host. We also got Gambling Nation coming in. Let's see, Fang Dragon coming in as well. Getting those extra Kiz caps to give them that extra little advantage when you get on those giveaways. Now, of course, if you are a subscriber, you earn it 3 times the rate while just chilling the channel, though you still do earn, even if you're just chilling as a non-subscriber, so don't worry. Everybody has a chance to win. You get 1 ticket for free. And, of course, if you are a subscriber, 3 times chance to win. There you go. So you might consider that subscribing tonight because we're going to be doing some fun tonight. Let's go, says JTB Ninja, thanks for coming in. I made it, says Gregory Army. Yay, thanks for being here. Thanks for backing me up. Appreciate it. Let's see, all that love. I missed this channel last time I was here. I was on a 216 mega stream. There you go. There you go. Let the party get started. I like the way you think. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, Gregory. No, not. To your question. Look at those eyes. Those eyes. I got a song in my head, Pokey. Thank you. Juan Fron coming in. Lots of love in there. Good day, kids, says McQuazy. I'm going to butcher everybody's name, by the way. If you are new to my stream, I am the king of butchered people's names. Again, they call me Kismet, the Wasteland Tycoon, because I play lots of Fallout. I played Fallout 4 for over 2,500 hours here in the stream. Played it a bunch of different modes, including the most hardest mode in the game. Of course, the survival mode in melee mode. I know that's some hard stuff. That was a long playthrough, but we got through it, and we crushed that playthrough. That's what we do up in here. We crush playthroughs. Now I'm playing Fallout 76 on 3 different systems. So I'm just taking my time as we go through. Tonight we're going to be playing on the PS4, hanging out with my PS4 Wasteland Tycoons via Discord. I do not talk in-game. I do not listen to the in-game chat for obvious reasons. As you can see in a video on my YouTube channel if you want. That's why you don't have in-game mic systems. I'm going to be a mod, hopefully one day. Well, hey, chill out in the channel. Be awesome. Take care of my peeps in the channel. You never know. I got you on the list now, bro. Firehawk says, hey, kids. Hey, Firehawk. Thanks for being here. Sorry I missed a lot of your stream lately, but been super busy. No problem. Take care of that IRL. You know, take care of the IRL. Otherwise, you don't have enough time to game, right? I've been doing really well, by the way, thanks to you guys. Give you a little backstory before we dive directly into it. I do a little bit of a monologue here at the beginning. Not for too long, sometimes for too long. But tonight, not so long. We're going to get right into it here in a minute. I did have a lot of issues with medical issues. I used to work for a lot of the top companies in the world as a graphic designer. And then, of course, I was working at Apple, which is one of my favorite jobs of all time. It's like your favorite baseball team or football team calling your number, right? That's what it is. And I got to work with amazing people all over the world. Did a lot of Black Ops projects, which I can never tell you about, or they'll come and lob my head off or whatever they do when you're bad. So I had to leave that job, which was an amazing job. I work from home. And then I had to decide what else I'm going to do in my life, because basically it was a struggle to get out of the bed. Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't drive, couldn't do any of that stuff because of my sleep apnea and vertigo. Now, over the last 4 years, I've worked very, very hard on getting out of the bed every day, finding something that I love to do. And you know what? I'm doing it right now. And I can't try harder. I can't infuse you more, I think, but maybe just a little extra today. A little extra today with some positive vibes to go out there and do what you love to do. I'm living proof right here, stuck in the bed, out of my favorite job, depressed, didn't know what I was going to do in life. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to try this streaming thing. And here I am with that purple check mark right up there, going to be on the Twitch homepage today. Thanks to you guys. I mean, you're going to make a grown man cry. I do get a little weepy, but luckily I got a backup plan. If I get a little weepy, you'll never know, right? Never know that I'm just crying like a little baby up in here. So I suddenly put the glasses on. You guys got the inside thing. So amazing journey to get to this point. So we're going to get into it right now, everybody. Thanks again for being here. Big JP coming in with a big love. Of course, a legendary supporter coming in, showing that love. Thank you so much. Let's get into it, everybody. Let's get into some Fallout 76. All right, here we are already ready to go in the game because that's how awesome I am. Got my PS4 controller. I got the Red Dead Redemption version. Of course, I've only played Red Dead one time. Man, there's just too many great games. Isn't there an amazing amount of games this year? Holy mackerel, last year, really, 2018. Some really fantastic games. Big shout out to the game developers actually like trying to crank out some good stuff, right? Congratulations to them. I bet you they've been working on that for like 5-10 years. I don't know how long they've been working on that stuff, but thank you so much to them for being epic and awesome. Let's get into it. Bam. Let me go ahead and turn on all my stuff over here so we can hear what's going on. I got my Discord blocked for right now. And of course, you want to join me in game, I will be in the PS4 76 crew on my Discord. Again, I do not use in-game voice. So if you want to chat with me, if you want to play some games with me, my name is Kismet. B like Bravo, P like Papa in the game. Now, we're going to play about an hour or so here in Fallout 76 on PS4. And then we're going to get into some 7 Days to Die. Now, I want to go a little extra on 7 Days to Die because we have a whole electric system to put in of our base. I've been trying to get to it, been building ramps and building defenses and then horde nights and all that kind of insanity that does happen in 7 Days to Die. But we're going to try to get a good amount of time here in Fallout 76. Get it going. Oh, it's Steve in the chat, everybody. Everybody say hi to Steve, a.k.a. El Fuzzy Nuts. That still makes me laugh every single time, El Fuzzy Nuts, because I was just talking to that guy like I was talking to you, and then he was like, I don't know who the heck you're talking about. It was just hilarious. Hilarious every time. You thank us, but in reality, we need to thank you for being a great person and a streamer. So thank you so much, Kismet. Oh, thank you, El Fuzzy Nuts. I don't try to deceive people. I don't put conditions on friendships. I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm way past that age where I need to do any of that stuff. You know, I just be me, and I suggest you just be you. Go out, do what you love to do every day. Again, live and prove, playing games. Playing games, do what I love to do. All right, now here's my dude right here. He's got his party hat on. He's ready to Mega Stream. Let's go. I forget what gun he's got. Let's see. Oh, man, I haven't played in a while because I've been out sick. I actually had an allergic reaction and my doctor tried to kill me. Not good. Not good. Not good. There it is, my flaming pitchfork. Oh, man, I love my flaming pitchfork. Stabby, stabby. There we go. All right, we got to start this day off right, though. We got to start off with some signature Kismet action right here. I can't even remember how to turn. How do I get out of that thing? That's not it. That's not it. How do I get out of third person? There's how I shoot. I found that. Trying to figure out how to get out of push down. No. Oh, middle button. I always forget this is a button right here. Don't you? Do you guys do that on PS4? Do you forget this is a button? I always forget that's a button right there. Actually, a really cool button. It's actually a touchscreen. Touchpad. You can actually use your finger on it. I really like the controller on PS4. Fits my hands a bit better than the Xbox one. I'm sure I could get one that was a lot better in there. Let me see if we get our crouching down. There we go. Crouch is right side. And then, of course, aiming is that left side. I always like to get my controls down right at the very beginning. And, of course, rid the world of evil here in Fallout 76. Let's get her going on. There we go. Bye-bye. Suck up! Boom! All right, there we go. I love that dramatic pause. There we go. If you like explosions, you're in the right place. I love playing some RPGs. Of course, Fallout is my signature series. That's what inspired my Fallout-inspired suit here, vault suit, of course, the yellow and blue. And I was kind enough, Bethesda was kind enough to feature me on their homepage when I went to TwitchCon. One of my highlights, I think, of my trip to TwitchCon. Incredibly awesome. And, of course,
citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
Oh, no! Getting nuked already! I just started! We're getting nuked! Uh-oh.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Uh-oh. Nuke inbound! Where's it coming in? Oh my gosh, they're nuking it right over there. Look out, look out. Is that it? I've seen them where they actually nuked like 3 different places at the same time. There we go. Yeah, blast zone over here. Well, we're going to be avoiding that area today. Still got a bit of cough, though. Been trying to kick this cold for over a couple months now. There we go. There we go. I'm so happy my loots. There you go. I still have my loots. You do, Greg Army. I'm extending the Kiz Caps until the end of January because I have been out sick. I, of course, had all this stuff queued up for December. Got very, very ill. I couldn't go to Swifty's gaming house. I couldn't do all this stuff because I got very, very ill. But I'm back, and I'm feeling better. You know what? Today, I was actually feeling like me again. If you don't know what it's like to be sick all the time, that you a lot of time you kind of feel out of sorts every single day. And you might have it one day or another day when you don't have medical conditions. But when you have medical conditions that are constant, you always feel out of sorts. And today I actually woke up in the afternoon and I felt like me. And that'll make a grown man. Oh, hold on. Protection just in case. Now, that'll make a grown man cry, because if you've gone 4 years like I have, struggling... okay, that's too impersonal. I don't know. I don't think glasses are too impersonal for people. If you've gone 4 years like me and just struggle to get up every single day and to try to go up and down stairs. I mean, just simple stuff that you take for granted when you're young and you don't have problems. I actually felt really good today. I felt like me, and I was saying that to my wife. I feel like myself today, thanks to all of you. I'm around. I'm alive today. I'm telling you, because of you guys. And if I talk about that anymore, I'm going to start crying like a little baby. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. The feels today. Lots of feels today. Let's see those feels in the chat, everybody. Let's see those feels. There we go. Dare you try to take a picture of the strike from afar? Oh, you think so? You think I should go down there? I don't know. I haven't been down there in this character. I've been right here. I know. I'll go in there and I'll take one for the team. I mean, I'll go in there. What I said is the first nuke I'm going to do, I'm going to nuke myself. But hey, I am low level right now. I'm low level right now. This guy's level 10. I'll get my big head out of the way. There we go. Level 10 right there. I got my green screen behind me going. Now, one of the first things I like to do, of course, is to go in and evaluate what the heck is going on with my character, right? One of the things you need to do here in Fallout 76 is... Oh, yeah, it blasted. Accursed Sinner. Great name. Great name, Accursed Sinner. All right. I don't know who that is, but great name. All right, so let's get into it, everybody. Now, of course, we can go ahead and pick up all this different stuff. One of the things that also has an issue in this game are the holotapes. And we're going to go ahead and get her going on here. And I got to remember how to navigate this thing. So what you want to do is you want to start it, and then you want to stop it. Right, so say it starts to make noise. You just go and you play another one. You turn it off, like so. Oh wow! Actually, I had to actually do that. Wow! Look at that. That was completely by accident. That's awesome. That is just awesome that I did that by accident. There we go. Completed death from above. We got a newbie in the wasteland here, everybody. Of course, this guy's a bit of a newbie too. So the great thing is you can walk around and you can pick up tons of loot. One of the other drawbacks is when you're trading with these guys is they just talk and talk and talk and talk. So we're going to talk about the pluses and minuses here. If it's going to let me get my cursor up here. There we go. Pluses and minuses of Fallout 7069. Now, some of the minuses are the trade system needs to be fixed. There's not enough storage space. So one of the things we constantly have to do, of course, is to get rid of extra items right away. Otherwise, what happens is it builds up in your inventory, and then you run out of space very, very quickly. And so what we're going to do is we're going to literally just sell stuff to the vendor. Now, the vendor only has 200. Now, another problem is the vendor, right? If I buy something from the vendor, because this is very much like Fallout 4, if you're familiar with Fallout 4. It's like Fallout 4 with multiplayer. It's not Fallout 5. Don't try to make it Fallout 5, and then you won't be disappointed, right? It doesn't have NPCs like Nick Valentine and Piper and Kate and Strong and all of those things that you go along with and you have like a whole adventure with. That's not what it is. It's an online multiplayer game right after the vaults first opened up. So you got to keep that in mind. That's what the game is, all right? And, of course, it has bugs and issues like every online game that ever launched has had issues. So take it with a little grain of salt when you see those negative reports, because some of those reports, by the way, are on the beta version. I never do a review on beta versions because I know it's still in the progress. And I usually give them about 3 to 6 months to, sort out issues and whatnot in there. And then I will say, hey, all right, it's been 3 to 6 months here. You still got these issues. Let's get working on it. That's the way I roll. It's like people get amnesia, like they never played an online game before. They didn't know it was going to have bugs. They didn't know it was going to have issues, which I find pretty funny. Now, also, I am a huge Fallout fan. I'm wearing my Wasteland Tycoon outfit, but I'm a huge Fallout fan. So I love to play through. I love to listen to the storyline. Usually when I'm playing on PC, I do a lot of storyline. When I'm playing on other systems like the console and whatnot, I'm just chilling out, having fun, running around, doing quests, leveling up my guy, that kind of thing. And I'm always weary of my weight right here, 82 out of whatever, out of 155 currently. And, of course, as I level up, I'll get more and more I can do. Oh, no, don't want to do that. I want to get over here. There we go. Now, what we want to do is, of course, sell some stuff I'm not going to use. I typically don't use Psycho. I typically don't use Mentats or usually food or water. But here in Fallout 76, you've got to have that extra food and water and all that other stuff to keep you going. Keep you going big time. So we're going to keep on rocking and rolling here. I'm going to kind of go across here, see what's up, We got some stuff across here. Now, we've also got some plans over here. Another drawback of the game is that it doesn't tell you which plans you already know. So when you're in here trying to decide, okay, what do I want to get? Do I want to get the boxing glove or the raider armor or whatever? You don't know if you've already got it. Now, I actually have a spreadsheet that I'm tracking what I've already learned on my main character on the PC. But on here, I have no idea, so I'm just going to say forget it. I'll just keep the cash for quick traveling for now. For now, all right. And then again, we will go ahead and check and see if we can go back and forth between our melee weapon and our ranged weapon. There we go. Now, the way I did that, of course, is use the directional control this way. The other way does stem packs, and the other one goes up here into your wheel and then down into your emotes. Ah, there we go. Choking a little bit. Darn cough still is lingering on just a little bit. All right, now one of my favorite things is the pump action shotgun. Oh, it's going to let me get it today. Is the pump action shotgun at the very beginning. I have not got into the higher levels yet, done any of that stuff. Oh, we got to go in here. We got to talk to the responders database and whatnot. And we're going to do just a little bit of these starter quests and volunteer and click the buttons. And we're not going to read it like we normally do. If you like it to be read it out. I speaks good. To read out on the stream, I typically do that on the PC version as we go through. I read all the terminals, and there's some serious amount of lore in here. Sometimes the terminals are like 5 things long. Sometimes the holotapes are like 3-4 minutes long, which is a long time if you're in a live game. Now, if you're in a game where you can just pause the game and whatever, then you're fine. But that's pretty lengthy, I think. I think they should have cut that down by a bit. Now, I'm also a super looter, so I do loot everything big time up in the stream here as well. So we're going to get this going on here. Now, of course, right here, we got the Overseer's Cache. So we'll go ahead and take some of that loot. And again, we're getting our quests done. Of course, now I'm level 11 from getting some of those quests done. And, of course, we got some peeps over here. I think we already got that person and whatnot. Now, the last console I had was the Sega Genesis back in the day. Night Hat fan, thanks for being here. Not got nuked. I didn't get nuked, but they got nuked way off. And this is like a little small part of the map. The map is absolutely massive, by the way. It is like 4 times the size of Fallout 4. And you can see it nuked down here. And these are probably the people that nuked it. Right? They nuked it because they wanted to go in this area and get the high-level stuff. See, when you nuke an area, it kind of upgrades that area so you can go get the epic stuff. Now, one of the problems, again, with the NPCs is they just chat. Now, one of the things we're going to do tonight is we're just going to work on our resources. We're going to work on doing some questing, leveling up, that kind of stuff. Get in there, have some fun as well. And I think my star is my reload. All right, and put away my weapon. Yes, all right. All right. Now, again, last console I had was a Sega Genesis, and then I went a little crazy, as you can see by that bar right there. Went a little crazy, put some stuff on the credit card for TwitchCon, as well as to bring you guys some other games, just so I could play with you guys also in Fallout 76. I went and bought myself an Xbox One X, and then I got myself a PS4 Pro, and then also a Nintendo Switch, so I can play all the games. Why only play a certain percentage of the games? I want to take my stream to a whole nother level where we can play all the games. Any game that we choose. And if you have a game suggestion, I'm always open to looking at different games. I like to play a wide variety of games. And I'm just going to go ahead and skip that Survivor story, grab a little bit of loot. Now, I'm a big fan of grabbing loot. Woo! That was a little spinny there. No, actually, my vertigo's way better today. Very, very awesome. Very awesome. Boop. There we go. We'll jump down. We'll get it going on. Again, I like to go around, collect every little bit of everything. Right now, this stuff, basic. Friend request received from Jazz. All right, cool. Cool. Let's check it out. Let's see. Can we do it in-game? See, I like it to be in-game, so I can just go in and see if I can find Jazz over here. I don't see it. I don't see it over there. I have to probably go into my friend thing. All right, now, again, I'm a console noob, so I'm going to have to go and block it just because I don't want to show anybody's real-life stuff. So I usually block it like that with my Kismet stream, or Kismet screen. And then I'm going to go into my PS4 button here and try to find out where my friends are. Right here. There's my friends. Let's see. Let's go into friends. Let's see. I got 2 friend requests. One from Jazz and OMFG. Coming in with the accept and the accept right there. Let's see. That was Adriana from Subnautica. Playing some Subnautica there. That's a great game. All right, we're gonna go ahead back out of there. We're gonna go ahead and get back into Fallout 76. Kind of cool that you can just kind of pop out of there and pop back in again. But again, I don't like to show anybody's real life info. So there we go. Added you to my friends there. Again, my name Kismet. B like Bravo. P like Papa. Kismet BP on the console on Xbox and PS4, and of course on PC it's just Kismet. just like it is here on Twitch. Pretty awesome. Can I friend you on PS4? Absolutely. Go for it. Go for it. Now, of course, if you're going to play with me, you have to, if you want to play with voice, I cannot hear you in-game. I got you completely blocked in-game for voice. But if you want to play with me, you can actually get onto the Discord. Say, Kismet, I want to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Of course, you know, you can feel free to get dressed up like me. It's okay. No one can see you. They can see me, though. And you can go ahead and get onto our Discord and get into our PS4 76 chat, which I'll be in there in just a second. Usually I talk a little bit at the beginning. We wander around. We talk a little bit about Fallout 76. I get kind of started, rocking and rolling, and then we go from there. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I got my camp down. Doesn't look like I do. I kind of feel like, where am I going to put my camp down today? Looks like we've got an event there going on. We've got to go to the next journal in Sutton. I think actually I have these already on my character. Let's see. We've already done, let's do this one. And then we'll turn it off. See, now, if you want to fast track this, you just turn it on and turn it off. Now, I'm a little notorious about forgetting to do my level ups. As you can see, I got 2 level ups right over there. Let's get that going on. There we go. You have a perk pack. Ooh, awesome. Let's do it. Let's open that perk pack. What do we got? Let's go. So this is awesome. Reminds me of Fallout Shelter, one of my favorite games of all time. There we go. Hear about the ambitious executioner, always trying to get ahead. Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm already charisma. I'm going to actually back out of my level up first to see all the cards that I've got. Before you level up, make sure... there we go. Before you level up, make sure to check your cards, because sometimes I've accidentally got, like, inspirational again, thinking that maybe I was at level 2 and I got the 3rd one, and now I've got an extra one of that. I can't remember what system it is. It might be on PC or Xbox. I can't remember. But I actually have other inspirational cards beyond the level 3, which means you can't do anything with it, so it's just a waste of a card. So right now you can see I've got Inspirational, I've got Bodyguards, I've got Happy Camper, and Hard Bargain, which of course gives me better prices at vendors. Happy Camper, which reduces my thirst and hunger. And of course Bodyguards, which give me some more damage as well as energy resistance. And of course Inspirational, which gives you a boost to your XP. Now, I go very heavy charisma. That's why I call it the charisma build. We go very heavy charisma. We'll go a bit into intelligence and then, of course, into strength. So we have strength to so we can carry more. We can super loot. We get tons and tons of loot and whatnot. And then, of course, we go heavy in intelligence. So, of course, we can build lots of cool stuff. That's why I typically balance that. Now, a lot of people like to go different ways. Of course, they like their stealth builds. They like their sniper builds and all of that. Whatever you like, you go for it. But if you haven't tried a charisma build, that's, of course, how I got my name, the Wasteland Tycoon, is because I not only make serious cash in here, I make millions, billions, and sometimes even trillions in the game. And sometimes they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, the Space Tycoon, or sometimes the Love Tycoon in February. We'll have some fun with that but there we go. We're going to get her going on. We're going to get her going on today. And you can see the other ones that I've got here. I've got Iron Fist over here. I've got Dromedary, I think is how you say that, which all drinks quench my thirst by additional 25%. Now, of course, if your charisma is level 3, you can share a level 1 card, like this first aid card, right? We can go ahead and just tell it to share, and you'll see the little symbol pop up on the card. Now, of course, I went charisma 9 so that I could go ahead and share my 15% XP bonus to everybody who's in the group, which is pretty epic. So we're going to go ahead and now do our level up. It looks like my charisma's set to go for right now. I want to go heavy into strength and start to reduce all of the stuff that I'm carrying so I can carry more stuff. And, of course, super loot like I like to do. And let's go ahead and share that one again. We're going to go ahead and back out of there and try this again. There we go. Level up. And let's go into strength. Let's see what cards we've got. Pack Rat is a perfect one to start with. Because it's going to reduce, and then I actually want this Traveling Pharmacy as well. So let's go into Pack Rat and boost our strength a bit. Now, this is my favorite part of Fallout 76. Once you see this done, this is how it always should have been, right? This is how it always should have been. I love the card system because you can, of course, change your builds out however you want, right? You can change them in and out and whatnot. Oh, we got a second Pack Rat. Look out, look out. All right, hold on. Let's go back first. Make sure we've got enough for our first Pack Rat. We do. And then we'll go ahead and, let's see. We can't really get, L3, left 3.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required.
There we go. Oh, you push up the controller. Push down or up. Ah, ha, ha. There we go. Look, I learned something. I learned something. Cool, cool. All right, let's back out of there again. I don't know how to get back into the level up from in there. So we're just going to go back and go into here. There we go. Okay, strength. And now we have a good choice. That's not going to happen, Jazz. Ever. Thank you, but thanks for the request. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do Pack Rat here. And then Traveling Pharmacy as well. Actually, let me see if I can turn off those things real quick. Again, I'm a bit of a console noob. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the... turn off those alerts. I'm sure it's in setting. Now, I'm not a big fan of those things popping up. I find the settings on the PC version easy. On the console versions, there's always something I have to go in and tinker with, like notifications. Boom. There we go. Let's just turn those off so I don't have to see those popping up in game the whole time. There we go. All right. Boom. All right. We're back in. Let's go ahead and bring our backdrop off. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get in there. Pack Rat. Boom. And accept. Let's get her going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get 2 Pack Rat cards, and we're going to combine the cards. We can combine the cards usually up to 3 stars, or how many ever stars it has on the side there. But you need to have enough of that particular stat to do that, right? Now, of course, if you're going into strength, every time you do that, you're getting a strength point, right? So I know that I just got 2 strength points just by going into the strength stat. But if you get a bunch of perk cards, and you're trying to use those perk cards, and you don't have enough points in that stat, you can't use those cards, right? And then also we can combine cards like this one right here into Pack Rat. So that's what we're going to do. And now we have 3 strength up there. So we can go in here and we go ahead and click the Pack Rat, and now we've got that on. So all of our stuff is being reduced by 50%. And that's good because I collect a lot of junk. I collect a lot of stuff. Now we've also got perception here. What we can do also is we can filter based on the thing right down here on the right here. We're basing it on our special stat. In this case, perception. So we got green thumb. Might as well put it in there because we got a point and we got no card in there. We might as well get her going. Let's go ahead and check out endurance, slow metabolizer, and hydrofix. Chems generate 50% less thirst. I rarely ever use chems, though they are useful if you want to use them in your playthrough. And then less hunger. I find that I'm typically more hungry than thirsty, so I'm going to go ahead and actually take this one out by clicking on it and then put the hunger in. I find the food's a little bit tougher to get than anything else. I've got this one here, which is bloodsucker, which is a little disgusting, but there you go. You no longer get irritated when you're drinking blood packs. Ugh. You can also be a cannibal in this game, too, which is kind of weird. We've also got our first aid in there. There we go. And we've got some things here. Now, I love Action Boy because I do like to have more action points as I go. But we got some other stuff here. Born Survivor, falling below 20% will automatically use a stem pack. Dead Man Sprinting, sprint 10% faster at an increased AP cost when your health is 40% below. Pistols weigh 25% left. Food and drink weights are reduced, right? Now, you got to spend a lot of points, which kind of sucks. That you spend a lot of points in this game reducing your weight because a lot of the things, I think, weigh too much. They weigh way too much, like bobby pins weigh too much, rockets weigh too much. Of course, your storage is too small. They haven't gone in and actually taken the, used the bulk process that they created, right, which is a great idea to bulk all of your items. So say you have 1,000 wood, right, and you want to go in and you want to bulk that, it should, of course, reduce that amount of items down to 1,000, right? 1,000 equals 1 item. And then it makes your, of course, inventory easier to manage. It makes everything easier. And, of course, you should get a weight bonus, a weight reduction in your storage. So, of course, you could store more loot. But they didn't do that. Hopefully, they reevaluate that and come up with a better idea than what they've got going right now. Because it is a huge burden when you are trying to do your food and water and trying to store all your stuff so you can make your ammo and you can make your power armor and repair your power armor and make yourself outfits and all that kind of stuff. It is a huge burden to constantly having to remove that stuff. Now, right in here, we've got some stuff. Speaking of, we got some cooked meat here. Let's have some of that. You see, we've got to manage our food and water and also our conditions. Very much like the Fallout 4 survival mode, which is one of my favorite modes and my favorite survival modes of all time. Lots and lots of fun to play that. And then, of course, we need some water, speaking of water. And, of course, now I'm probably going to be out of water. I said that water is the easiest. There we got a little bit of boiled water there. There we go. And we can get some more here in a second. We're going to go do our camp. I love building, by the way. One of my favorite things to do. I'm always looking for meds, by the way, in game. You'll find very early on that I find that rataways are very rare in the early game. Then later on, of course, you kill lots of ghouls. You'll have tons of rataways. And then, of course, eventually tons of stem packs. So many that, you probably want to start selling some of those if you're a super looter like me. Now, right out here, we got ourselves a nice little hatchet. Now, this game is not your traditional survival game. Your traditional survival game, like 7 Days to Die, Ark, Rust, any of those, you get yourself a hatchet like that. And of course, you wail on some things and you get some wood and all that stuff. It's actually very much a Fallout game because all you do is just go right up here, hit gather. There you go. You don't have to do that wailing on trees for an hour. You just gather it nice and easy right there. Oh, it looks like a cemetery back here. There's a soccer ball. There's a soccer ball. I want that soccer ball. I cannot get the soccer ball. Let's fix that. Nope, can't get the soccer ball. Yes, I'm that guy that would grab resources off a grave. I'm that dude. I am that dude. There's a dead dude right there. A dead dude out of his thing there, or didn't make it into his thing. Okay, and again, these big logs, same thing with these big logs. You can go along these big logs, grab wood from that, and of course run around, grab tons of resources. But what we're going to do is we're going to go off the map a bit here, or at least away from the central area. We're going to go ahead and go into the Pip-Boy. Then I hit the left controller here, and I'm going to go ahead and run in this direction. Notice that the thing's red right there. That's my camp system. We don't want to put it in the water. Probably not the best place for a base, but if you want to make some purified water, it is. Now, we're just going to keep running in this direction until this turns green. Now, you can't put it right in town because obviously you could obscure quests and things like that, but you can put it out here in the wilderness and then, of course, put it down. Now, this is your camp here. Now, this is your area. Now, this particular camp has some wood there. Sometimes you can find areas that have different flowers and whatnot that you can, when you log in, you could go ahead and collect pretty much every single time. Now, we're going to go ahead and go into our workbench right here. Now, I've got some stuff that's stored. You can see I've got just a few things here that are stored. And then we're going to go ahead and get into some actual building. We're not going to do too much building today, just a little bit of building. Just to get my little thing started here. Now, in Fallout 4, you had the ability to just place stuff wherever you wanted. If I just wanted to put a wall down, I could just put a wall down however I want. Well, in this, they've actually chosen to make it foundation-based. You have to have a foundation, otherwise you cannot put down your walls and all that stuff. Now, why they did that, I don't know. I'm sure there was a design decision at some point. I personally don't like it, but such is the way it goes, right? Now, also, they did add the ability to, as you can see, some of that foliage there disappeared when I was putting stuff down. And I'm trying to get this to snap in there. Cannot go over existing area. There must be something there, a rock, a stick, something that's on the ground here that it won't let me put it in there. But that's okay. That's okay. We can go ahead and get out of there, and we go into another mode. There's like two modes. There's building mode, and then there's kind of like modifying mode. The modifying mode, we go in, and we can go ahead and say we can store this in the workbench. Now, we don't want to scrap it because then we lose a lot of resources. We just want to store it, right? So we just go ahead and hit the star or hit the square twice on PS4 or whatever your system is. And there we go. Now, we're on a bit of a hill here, too, so it kind of makes it a bit tougher to build our base. Usually, I try to find a nice flat area to build. Now, we're not going to actually build right now. We're actually going to move our base again just to kind of show you how easy it is to move stuff or move your particular base. Go ahead and go out of here. Let's go back out. Then we go back at our Pip-Boy. Move camp with left. Now, every time you move your camp, it does cost you caps. But caps aren't that hard to get in here. So we're just going to look for a little better spot up here. Along here. Maybe something over here by the road. Nice, better spot. And just kind of move our camp. Just kind of tuck it away over here in the forest. Let's say right here. And drop it right there. So as you can see, I can move my camp wherever I want. Now, if I had something built, it would actually move along with it. It actually stores your stuff in what they call blueprints, which is a fantastic system, by the way. Another one of my favorite things in Fallout 76. They did a phenomenal job. Thank you, Andrew, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to say hello in the chat. People actually say hi back to you. Speaking of, let me catch up in the chat. I'm glad to hear that, says Monsterholic. Thank you, thank you. There you go. What you drinking tonight? I'm always drinking some water, trying to work on my health. I lost 40 pounds by dropping soda, lost 10 pounds dropping soda. Then I started juicing, going to the gym, working out, feeling better. And of course, here I am 4 years later, still alive and kicking, despite my doctors trying to kill me several times. There you go, with allergic reactions and whatnot. There you go. Will there be 7 days to die tonight? If you ever want to know rebirth, here's how you do. You just go ahead and scroll right down right there. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to be doing tonight in that schedule. Also, it's on Twitter, also on my Discord, but I don't mind telling you as well. Yes, we're going to be playing some 7 days to die later on. Right now, we're just doing a little bit of Fallout 76 here on PS4. And then I'm going to get in with my crew. I'm going to say hi to everybody in there in just a moment as I kind of get past my kind of starting fun here. Now we're going to go ahead and put some of this down. Again, fairly easy to do. You just go ahead and put this down. Now watch this. If I get close to the trees, notice the tree does vanish. They did add that ability, which I really, really like. Now, of course, it also removes some of the foliage as well. One of my kind of pet peeves of Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 is the system still lets this grass go through your stuff. I mean, they did a great job of removing this, but please, please, please remove that grass, because that just irks me as a builder. Like, I come in here with a lawnmower that down, or a machete, whatever I got to do, and I would cut that down first before I actually built my base. Now, I'm really known for my mega builds as well. I build massive, massive structures. And right now, we're going to go ahead and just build a little bit of a kind of half wall here. And actually, let me go ahead and see if I can... I feel like I'm crouching. Hold on, let me get out of my thing here, because I probably am crouching. There we are, I am crouching, all right. What we can do is just go in and build ourselves a little base. Now, I'm really kind of getting fond of these half walls, because it makes it easy to kind of see over if somebody's shooting at you and whatnot. You can go ahead and defend yourself. I also like this particular part of the system where you have a solid wall, you have a doorway, or you could have a window. And actually, those windows actually work, by the way. They're like, you can open them up, which is pretty cool. I like how it's all in one piece. I love the building system, how it's organized. Way, way better than Fallout 4. And again, if anybody's played a lot of Fallout 4, it's definitely me. 2,500 plus hours live here on stream. There you go. So we've got a little bit of a base started. Very, very nice. Nothing too fancy right here. Now, there are some really strict building limits. You're going to run out pretty quickly if you're like me, a mega builder who wants to build a big giant tower and build all sorts of cool stuff. It's very, very limited compared to, say, Fallout 4, where you have a lot more stuff that you can do. Let's just go ahead and put a simple doorway in there. Now, also, by the way, if you didn't know this, you can actually go up and lock your door with L2 right here. Try that again. L2, there we go. You can actually lock it over here, and you can go to the different selections. You can see on the right-hand side there, it tells you it's a level 3 lock, level 2 lock, etc. Just so super mutants don't come in or ghouls don't come in behind you and try to kill you. And I've tried it, and it actually works pretty good, especially at the beginning of the game. If you're playing with other players at the very beginning of the game, no one's got level 3 lockpick. So you go ahead and just go ahead and lock that thing. Nobody coming in your house. Not that they couldn't just jump over the walls at this point anyway. So I don't worry about it that much. I just try to stay on guard. All right, let's go ahead and cancel that. Cancel. Oh, not canceling. Remove lock. There we go. All right, and let's go ahead and get back to building. Now, some of the things, of course, you're going to need very early on is, of course, your crafting items. Now, you're going to need loot to use your crafting items. Now, I'm not a big fan of this one right here. I actually like the smaller one. I like stuff that takes less space but does the same thing. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Now, of course, I'd love to put down our crafting workbench, but we don't have enough aluminum there. We do have enough here for our different workbenches. Now, of course, if I want to get this thing right here, I'm going to need some atoms. No. No. And you're like, Kismet, do you spend stuff on atoms and whatnot? I do not. I do not do pay to win, and I typically don't do cosmetics if I don't feel they are worth the amount. And I'm sorry, I am very honest, even though Bethesda is very, very kind to me. I will tell you honestly that it is overpriced in their store. And hopefully they reevaluate that and say, you know what, we're sorry. We overpriced these a bit, and we're going to, make it right by reducing those big time in there. Because that's like $25 or something for just one cosmetic. It was $5, not bad. $15, you're stretching it. $10 might be right in that area. But I would say it should be more like $5. Now, of course, they give you lots of items in-game. So you can eventually get all that stuff in-game. But if you're going to have people buy stuff, it's that perception, not the reality of what you're doing. So if you go in that item store, you'll see that, for $25 you buy one power armor looking suit. I really strongly disagree against that. I hopefully, again, they reevaluate that and decide. Of course, they got to make money. They got to make money doing their thing as well, so they can support the game over time. And I understand that, but make sure that you're aware that that could be very detrimental to your overall financial plan, as I like to say. Because I would actually buy those cosmetics if I felt they were worth it. Because I don't have any problem buying cosmetics. I think actually cosmetics is the best way to monetize your stuff instead of loot boxes and all that other stuff. I think doing cosmetics and actually putting more fun in the game and making me feel more unique as a player is a better way to do it than to nickel and dime everybody in the game. I think you would have a better response and make more cash if you did it that way. Now, another thing I need to make here is my signature Kismet kill box here. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go ahead and need a floor, of course. And we're going to go ahead and just use this right here. And we're going to set that down right here. Now, the Kismet kill box is there to defend you against evildoers who want to come in and shoot you in the face. So typically what I do is, of course, I usually build a thing from Fallout 4. I'll build a support. Then I'll put some flat things up there, flat roofs or walls or floors, something along this line. And then I will go in and I'm going to try to find a rotator. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and just put some turrets on it, right? Now, the reason why I do that, I'll elevate it like that, is to make it a little bit harder for mobs to come in and just wipe it out, right? Of course, if you have it up high, you have that, of course, that advantage, which I call the kill box, because if you're down here, you're in the kill box, which is not good, because you're going to get that aerial shot. So what I do is, of course, set up a little bit of defenses. I'm not going to do anything too wild and crazy today, because we just don't have the resources yet on PS4. But we're going to go ahead and just set up a few turrets. There we go. We must rebuild. Nice. I thought I turned that stuff off, but it's still popping up. There we go. So we've got that going. Of course, something comes in, tries to wipe me out here. I have a little bit of backup there as well. And of course, we want to close our door here so that stuff doesn't sneak up behind us. Give us an extra second to pull out our weapon. Make sure you have your weapon loaded and whatnot. Now, what I really need is I need a tinker workbench so I can actually make ammo. And you can make a whole lot of cool stuff in here. Armor, ammo, all that kind of stuff. Make your weapons, modify your weapons. Of course, water purifiers. You can make mines and all that kind of cool stuff. Lots and lots of neat stuff to make. But what I really need is just my crafting stuff. So if I want to do my crafting stuff, I definitely need to collect a lot more resources to get that going. Right now, I'm hurting on aluminum. I do have my chemical station. I don't think this character has power armor yet, but I could be mistaken. And then again, we need a lot of aluminum doing that. Now, aluminum, again, this is what we need here, the Tinker Workbench eventually. So let's get out of there. Let's go over here. Now, one of the good things about having any of the workbenches, these workbenches, not the food workbench, by the way, just these here, whether it's a weapons workbench, whether it's a thing workbench here, is the fact that you can scrap items. So that's the first thing usually I do. I go in, I scrap items, I hit this triangle, bam, now we've scrapped all of our items. And the reason why I do that, that's weird, I didn't hear the sound. The reason why I do that is because, again, always reducing your weight. If you actually just scrap your items while you're out running around, it will reduce your overall weight, and even if you still got the stuff on you. And then, of course, it becomes junk. Now, another thing that we need that is very vital, of course, and I don't know why they split it. I don't know if I'm a big fan of them splitting it into a separate box. I think it was actually just easier to put it into the workbenches, like Fallout 4, but they actually have a separate box that I need to hunt down. I don't know what. It's in another menu. There it is, in the stash boxes menu. That you actually, to get into your inventory, you need a stash box. Now, again, they did raise the limit on the stash box, which definitely helps, but still nowhere near someone like me who does do a lot of building and likes to collect a lot of loot is going to be able to do. Now, another thing that we found is that what you want to do is very, very heavily remove your extra stuff out of your inventory. And what we're going to do is we're going to just put in the stuff that we want to keep, right? And this is all a bunch of stuff that I've collected so far. We're going to pull all of it out. All of it out and be very, very diligent on what we're putting in to the thing. Now, for some reason, another thing that I think is a bit of a shortcoming to Fallout 76 is the ability to grab everything out of the stash. Just like in Fallout 4, you can just go in, grab everything out, which is super useful if you've put some junk in there that you want to scrap, or you want to pull all the stuff out and just put what you want back in there. That is a super useful function. Hopefully they add that in as well. We will see. Now, again, same thing with the junk here. I got to just sit here and do this. Just give myself some carpal tunnel. Let's go faster. Must go faster. We could have done this with one button in Fallout 4. I gotta pull it all out of the workbench. We're gonna pull it all out of there. Now I find bulking your items to be a waste of time unless you're actually going to sell them to the vendor. Currently I feel the vendors are also broken. So those definitely need to be worked on as well. Akenu coming and says, hey, Kismet, what's your opinion on Fallout 76? I see so much hate. Yes, because everybody feels like it should be Fallout 5. And I knew that was going to happen, even though they told you exactly what it was going to be, an online multiplayer game. Now, they have some legitimate beefs. The storage is too small. There was lots of bugs on launch and whatnot. Hey, I call it when I call it, right? I'm straight up honest. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I say it like it is. I don't mind doing that. But I don't think it's as bad as they make it out to be. Some people, they like to just get on the hate train. When some people start to do it, they're like, well, hey, everybody else is saying they don't like it. I better not be the odd one out and say I like it, right? It's kind of like, when everyone says, oh, I hate that guy, then you go and, oh, I hate that guy too. Even though you don't know that guy, you've never played the game. Some people played the game in beta, said they didn't like the game. Well, I always give it the benefit of the doubt for the first 3 to 6 months. Because this is what happens on every single online game ever. It launches, it has problems, the problems get fixed over time, and then it becomes a better game. Case in point, World of Warcraft, the largest MMO of all time, still the largest MMO. That thing was an absolute train wreck at launch. Lord of the Rings Online, same thing. I can go down the line, SimCity Online. I can go down a massive line, and I know you guys are thinking some in your head right now that were just an absolute train wreck on launch. And I knew that was going to happen. That's why I was in no hurry. I wasn't, day one trying to get to level 300 and, go, hey, this sucks. I don't have any content left, right? People do that. They rush to the game. They get to the end and they go like, I don't have anything to do, like in a week, right, or a day, or sometime. Sometimes, I take my time. I want to get my money's worth. That's why they call me the Tycoon. I get my money's worth out of my games, and of course, I share a lot of those Kismet tips, and of course, inspire you hopefully to play some games as well. So I enjoy the game. I especially enjoy the building system very well. Of course, it's very limited. Hopefully, they expand it at some point. I do enjoy the perk system. Hands down, one of the best perk systems of all time. Now that I've seen that perk system, they just got to use that on every single thing in the future. I love, love, love that perk system. So fantastic. I love the gameplay. I love the build, the building, and then of course you have your defense of your thing and come back to your base and build stuff and redo all of that. I love that part of it. The fact you can move and blueprint your stuff, so you don't have to rebuild it every single time. If somebody's in your spot when you log in, you can obviously move your base to somewhere else and whatnot, much like we just did in there. So lots and lots of fun. So again, this is my stash. I'm going to go ahead and take everything out. Now, the reason why I'm going to take everything out is so that I can double check that I've scrapped everything in there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit star here, scrap, of course, right down here, scrap all. Use that triangle, accept, and there we go. Now, I always double check that it actually is scrapping everything by going over to the junk, because sometimes it doesn't. Now, we've got some bulk stuff. Now, I was testing out the bulk stuff to see if it was like, okay, you take it, you bulk it, it reduces the weight, and now it's great, right? Now you got more room in your storage. It doesn't work that way. So literally, we're going to throw away resources. And you know how I cannot stand getting rid of resources, but you got to do it. You got to do it for your own sanity here in this game. Now, again, the really fun part of this game, you can't play it solo, which you can see I'm kind of solo playing right now. I will get in with my crew here in a bit. I'm kind of running long here on this part, but that's okay. I'll get it with them here in a little bit. What we're going to do is run around and have some fun, get into some trouble as well. we're going to go ahead and drop some of this stuff. Now, another thing you can do, by the way, is you put it in a container so someone else can find it, or you just drop it on the ground. So I'm just going to literally drop adhesive. So it gets me right in the feels, everybody, right in the feels to get rid of this bulk stuff. Now, in the long run, you are going to say thank you to me. Believe me, you are. Because what you've got is you've got your raw resources and your bulk resources both taking up space in your inventory. You do not want that to happen. If you want to sell your resources, well, then you can go ahead and bulk it, use it that way. People say that aluminum and stuff like that actually get reduced in weight. It does not. I've tested it. It does not, at least in the versions that I've tested, unless you have some magical version with some magic beans that make that happen. In my version, it does not work, and I play on all three systems, Xbox, PS4, and console. Right now, playing on PS4. And we're going to go ahead now. Again, we're going to scrap our items right here. We're going to scrap all junk. Say accept. Right over there. Make sure that it is actually scrapped. See, look, we've got some stuff that didn't scrap. So we're going to go ahead and just manually scrap the beer bottle there. We got Deathclaw, which is going to become bone and leather, which is great. We go ahead and turn that eventually into oil and whatnot, some acid there. And then also we want to get rid of our excess stuff, any extra apparel, any extra weapons, like this hatchet. I'm not going to carry that around all day. That thing is out of there. Now, some stuff that you scrap, of course, will become actually mods for your items and for your weapons. So pretty awesome as well. So overall, love the game. Very, very fun. I have lots of fun in it. It is what you make of it. Very much like other games along this kind of mixture of RPG and survival games. You want to, of course, make the most of it, like 7 Days to Die and other games like that, which I think is kind of funny. I love me some World of Warcraft, too, as well, Gamer Chick. I actually played it for quite a long time. I have one of the longest-running gaming guilds, Kismet BP, a.k.a. the Kismet Ring of Destiny. That's why all my social media comes from, by the way, Kismet BP, that I created for my guild back in the day. I've had over 800 members. We had 300 members in WoW. We would log in basically like this. And we would log in on a Saturday or a Tuesday or a Friday or whatever. And we say, hey, everybody, what do you want to do? Hey, we want to do some 40-man raids. All right, cool. How many people we got? Oh, let's do 2 40-man raids. Because we got like 80 people on right now. And that's what we would go and do. And we would crush those raids. We get everybody their epic loot. The problem with WoW, though, is very grindy. So you'd have to run those 40-man raids over and over and over to get everybody their stuff. Now, we didn't do Dory Roll. We didn't do any of that kind of stuff. We did whatever was your main. Your main always was a priority in the group. I think that works a lot better than the person. I've been in a lot of other raids. People are like, hey, Kismet, come help us heal. Come bring a character to help us out on raids, because I know a lot of people, obviously. As a guild leader for that long, for 16 years, this February, by the way, been together for the longest, one of the longest running gaming guilds ever, which is pretty awesome. I only think a few people are longer than ours. Which is pretty epic. But right now we're playing a bit of Warframe, some Elder Scrolls Online, but I just don't have enough time for MMOs, so I bide my time between what I can play along the way. All right, and again, now we've been yapping here that we need some water, and let's go ahead and put out some water here, just outside the base. We're going to go ahead and do this. I love to build. I could sit here and build all day long, but we're going to get into some fun here. Now, if you want to make it nice and easy for yourself to collect water, you just go ahead and put yourself down, much like in Fallout 4. You go ahead and put yourself down, a little water pump. Now, you're going to get radiated while you're collecting the water, so be aware of that. I also think there was a huge misstep when it comes to water. I think you should have to collect bottles first and then do water, much like Fallout 4 survival mode. I really like that mechanic. I thought it was really, really good. What kind of tune are you going for, Kismet? I always do a charisma build, Jojo. I do a charisma build. I call it the Wasteland Tycoon build because I'm going to be making millions of caps, even in a level of trillions of caps here in the game eventually. Now, do I rush the game? Do I go up to level 500? Do I go, hey, everybody, I'm level 540? Nobody cares. Nobody cares you're level 540 other than you. And if you've rushed to go that far, well, congratulations to you. On that. I don't measure my success based on levels or stuff or things. I measure it on how much fun I had in the game and how much I got my money's worth, because I'm going to get every single cent and beyond, because you got to think that I bought it on 3 different systems, as well as I have the collector's edition with the helmet, because the helmet is awesome. That helmet alone is worth the $200. So I wasn't too upset. You know, everybody upset about the canvas bag or whatever. It's a bag. It's a bag. I got 5 other ones just like it. But of course, it doesn't say Vault-Tec on it. But I'm going to get my new bag eventually, by the way, and I'll show it to you guys here on stream. But it didn't bother me at all. Didn't bother me at all. Wasn't no big deal. That helmet is way worth the $200. If you try to get that helmet done, 3D printed, and then electronics put in it, costs you way more than $200. I got the Overseer's Guardian done as a basic weapon. Oh, I should have got the Overseer's Guardian out tonight. One of my favorite weapons of all time, actually my favorite weapon of all time from Fallout 4, the Overseer's Guardian, which you might have seen me use at TwitchCon. Very, very fun there. So we got a bunch of water here. Now we need to, of course, go in and do this. Again, to everyone who's waiting there in chat, I appreciate you. Be patient. I will get over there in a second. Boiled water. Let's get that going. There we go. So we turned our dirty water into boiled water. A good important thing to remember is you need wood for it as well. Of course, I think you put the wood under the water and then not in the water, I would think. But you never know. This is the wasteland. You got to do what you got to do. All right, so we've made some boiled water, and that's going to help us survive. This is very much kind of the survival mode of Fallout 4, where you have to watch out for your water right over there. You see, I've got good food, but my water needs some help. Now, of course, your basic water is just basically going in and... get over here on my aid stuff. There we go. Is your boiled water. Now, you can use your boiled water, of course, to make some food and other stuff like that. Like so. There we go. And then, of course, we can also go in here now that we've got some boiled water and craft some other types of food. Look at my guy. He's got the ladle going on there. Now, the kind of food that I like is typically soups. I think they should make it a separate thing for soups. But you can actually make meat fruit juice. And, of course, you want to watch right over here and see what it's giving you here, right? 10 HP and 1 agility. And then, of course, right here, the 15% here is how much water you're going to get. See, on the other side there. It's how much water that you're going to get out of drinking that particular thing. Now, me, I like to have a little bit of balance of both. Like corn soup is really, really good because it's both food and water at the same time. I do like to do that. Of course, I have no corn, though. To make that soup so you can actually make your own area, you can actually put your camp by a corn area, pick it all up, drop it in there, or you can just wander around, collect a bunch of stuff. And then, of course, also plant it at your location, make a whole entire kind of farm for you. Of course, it can't be too big. It's got to be fairly small. But you can make yourself a whole farm for corn and all that stuff. And we'll do that down the road in this playthrough. There we go. Now, the one last thing we need to do before we go, make sure, and I'm really notorious for forgetting this, make sure that you've repaired all of your weapons and whatnot before you get out in the wasteland. So right here, my short hunting rifle needs some repairs. So let's see if we got enough of that going on. And there we go. Especially your primary weapon, which in this case is the shotgun. I find the shotgun's much easier on the console and whatnot. Let me go ahead and go into first person. And we're ready to go. Now, normally you don't have to take that long because I'm just kind of setting up this particular character. Usually about level 10 is a good time to do all of that. Now, I got a little bit of a problem, though. If I look up over here in my thing, if I look up over here, I am very close to being overweight. So I've got a bunch of stuff on me that I need to get rid of. So we're going to go ahead and run on down to Flatwoods here. And I'm actually aiming in the right direction, which is awesome. And if we press down on our left stick here, it's going to allow me to run. You only got to press it down. You don't have to hold it, which I thought you had to hold it because I'm such a console noob. Because I just recently bought an Xbox One X, a PS4 Pro, and also a Nintendo Switch, which is why I have this bar here, because that's where every one of your donations go. Because sometimes you just got to YOLO, you know? Sometimes you got to YOLO in life, and just go for it. Grab life by the reins, right? I'm living proof. I was stuck in the bed, disabled, basically, 4 years ago. I had to give it my epic job at Apple. And then here I am 4 years later doing what I love to do every single day, thanks to you and every one of you sitting in the stream right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, man, I'm going to get weepy. I'm going to get weepy. And, of course, I'm going to be on the homepage later tonight as well. Thanks to all you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and mute the game sounds because this guy yaps way too much. One of the things is to turn the vendor yapping down would be one of my suggestions as well. Now, we're going to go ahead and go through here item by item. We're going to go ahead and switch through. It's like grenades. Am I going to use grenades? I'm actually a little self-deadly with grenades, so I just sell the grenades off. Now, he's got 137 caps over there. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get rid of some of the stuff. Am I going to use this blue brew? No. Bobblehead. Am I going to use that? Probably not. Get rid of it. It's out of here. Canned coffee. Am I going to use it? No. Canned dog food? No. Bubblegum? No. Let's see. No. No. I should have used that. That would increase my barter rates for 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and use it. Let's get out. Let's go ahead and use it. I rarely ever use these things. I don't know. It's kind of like a mixture between laziness and giving myself a bit of an advantage. I don't like to give myself an advantage in game. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't use third-party mods typically in game. I like to have the challenge of the base game. Medics, I'm not going to use that. If I need it, I'm sure I'll get some more. Mentats, no. Logger, out of there. Pepper, out of there. Instamash, no. Psychotats. I always have a lot of this Radex. Let's get rid of that. 24. Look, he's getting down to 21 caps down there. Radaway diluted. Whoa, man, that's a lot of sweet Radaway. I'm going to keep that. Salt, spices. I find Radaway pretty tough to find early on. Stem packs, pretty good. That's a super stem pack worth 15. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm probably not going to use it. I'm going to just use the regular stem packs. They're easier to use. And then the only thing I really typically buy from vendors, because typically they don't have that much great stuff. Like metal legs, those are probably pretty good. I could probably use those. And then, of course, the main thing that I buy, of course, are plans. But it doesn't tell you which plans that you've already gotten. Let's see. What time going to be on the homepage? Supposedly around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5 a.m. Today. Of course, unless I've got it wrong, because they said it was Friday morning at 3 a.m., which is 12 o'clock Pacific time, by the way. 12 midnight Pacific time. And you'll be like, Kismet, why did they put you on the homepage so late? Well, this is my prime time. This is when I play the most right now. If you're just coming in the stream, my name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon because I make millions, sometimes billions, and even into trillions. Uh-oh. Something's attacking me. Mr. Farmhand. Stop it. Shoot him. I can't. Switch weapons. That's him. The funny thing is the controller shakes. It shakes when it does that. It gives you a good indication of that's going on. So again, they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I do play a lot of Fallout up in here. We played all the Fallouts. I've played them all since they came out. By the way, I probably played it and seen Fallout before you guys even knew it existed. I was lucky enough to work for a small little company you might have heard of that invented Fallout back in the day. The pre-press place that I was working for, it was their client, Interplay, who came through. The guy who owned that, by the way, had a red Viper. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Doing a lot of
doobie rolling.
When you're living in a van down by the
One of my favorite skits of all time. So funny. Thank you so much for that 420 love up here, John from Watoga Fort. Thank you so much. That's a wild name. Keep doing what you love exactly every single day. Thank you so much for that donation. Of course, everything going to paying off that TwitchCon Xbox. I put every single dime back into the stream. I appreciate you all being here. What is going on with my backdrop here? Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and... I'm a stickler when it comes to my stream. I do work on it 7 days a week, and I try to keep it beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. A little fine-tuning. I work on it 7 days a week. I do stream 5 days a week typically, and then I take 2 days off where I'm working on all this stuff behind the streams. I'm giving out lots of loot, like we're going to be giving out stuff tonight. While we're live on the homepage, you can win Fallout New Vegas, one of my favorite games of all time. Of course, you can also win Fallout 76 on PC, North America, South America version, so be aware that what version it is. So if you try to win it and you can't use it, you'll know. You'll know why. Now, look here. We got Bone Cutter, and we also got this tray right here. I see trays. I'm down like OPP right here. We go in here. We get these trays. Now, what's cool about the trays are... based on which type of tray you find, right? Let's go down here and see what type of tray that was. I've got tons of junk on me as well. Let's see. Where's my tray? And you're like, Kismet, why do you have all that stuff on you? Why is it not in your thing? We'll put it back in there in a second. No worries. No worries. Where did my tray go? I missed it. Bone Cutter. Now, sometimes I feel like my loot just vanishes as well. You guys, there it is. Surgical tray. There we go. Surgical tray. There's two types of trays. There's a plastic tray and the surgical tray. I see a surgical tray. That's aluminum, bro. That's one of the most rare items in the game other than nuclear material. You pick up those trays. You see those trays, you pick them up. You see a telephone, you pick that up. You see a fan, you pick that up. Because, hey, that's going to be more loot for you. Going to be repairing your power armor and all that other stuff. Again, that's how I make my dollar bills in-game. Eventually, I'll do purified water and all that other kind of fun stuff. But for right now, we're getting our fun on here. And let me get my game sounds back on again so nobody ganks me. Now, again, I usually mute it whenever I'm by the vendor because he just sits there and talks and talks and talks. There. And we've got enough of his caps for now. And we're going to go ahead and run out of here. Now, one of the great features of the game that I also really, really like is the fact that you can jump to your cap at any time, and it doesn't cost you any caps. So you just fast travel right back to your cap. We don't have to walk all the way back there. And, of course, you can also fast travel to your friends. So if your friends have already been somewhere, they don't have to wait for you to walk all the way across the wasteland, though I do prefer doing that. I do prefer walking all the way across the wasteland because you get in a lot of adventures along the way. And sometimes you don't even make it to your destination. You get in so many adventures along the way. Now, it's going to put you pretty close to your camp, so you just got to look around and find where it's at. Oh, we got some little soot flour. That's good for soot soup. Right over here. And then go ahead. We can go in back into our main camp here. And we're good to go. And I usually kind of put my camp by the area in which I'm questing. Very, very useful. Now, you notice I have nothing in my stash right now for a reason. I took everything out to try to sell it to the vendor. Now, you can see I can't sell anything else to the vendor. I could have bought that armor and whatnot. But one of the things is it doesn't transfer the caps back to the vendor anymore. So when you buy stuff from the vendor, you use up your caps, but then the vendor does not have those caps. So you can't, like, buy back and forth. So be very careful when you're buying and selling stuff that it can really screw you over if you make a mistake. So be aware of that. Now I'm going to go ahead and store all the junk in there right there. Now one of the things I actually put in there that I really want to not have separate is the surgical tray, right? I want to go in and, again, make sure that I go in and craft. Oh, actually, I didn't want to do that. Exit. I want to go in and use the scrap items. There we go. And scrap. And accept. And transfer. And we'll go over here to junk, and you'll see now that it's broken down into aluminum and the raw rubber that are both really great resources for making stuff down the road. And we've got to make, of course, some workbenches here. So we're going to need that aluminum and whatnot around the thing here. There we go. And again, see, we're trying to make this. We got 1 aluminum out of 6. And I actually had to drop my aluminum because it was bulked, which is a bummer because I don't like to have extra stuff. So there we go. So now we've got that in there. Now we have to choose what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of. So we're going to go here to apparel. We don't have any extra apparel. We got tons of aid stuff. So let's go ahead. Boiled water, we'll go with those, right? Blood packs, we'll keep that. Soft shell meat, that's cooked, so we're going to keep that with us. Disease cure, might need that down the road. Glowing pack, we got rad resist there. We'll go ahead and keep that. Healing salve. Mute fruit, we can go, actually, we'll go plant that here in a second. Rad-X, we'll keep that on us. Radaway, I don't need to carry that many Radaways. Be very selective on what you carry with you. Spoiled vegetables, we could actually make fertilizer from that eventually. I don't need to carry these extra ones. And really, that's it right there. That's usually about it, right? A little bit of water, a little bit of food is what you need. Now, I don't have any water on me right now, so I'm actually going to go back and just put a couple, right? You don't need to have 50 waters on you. Just put a couple on you so you, when you get thirsty, you can utilize those. Now, bobby pins, for some reason, I don't know, like a typo or whatever. I saw that, Ninja. I saw you in there. Don't worry, I'll add you. I added you as a friend, and I will add you in there eventually when we get started here. I don't see anybody in the chat, though. Nobody in the chat right now. So maybe I'm not making them wait because I don't see them in the chat anymore. There we go. So things like gunpowder, that's a good example to put in there. All this other stuff, you don't want to carry any of this stuff around on you. Only your kind of basic food and water and, of course, Radaway and that kind of stuff. Typically. Otherwise, it just takes up your space. Now, all of these things here don't actually take up inventory space. So you can actually put all these in here. And then you notice that it's still 84 out of that. And we can do the same thing over here. Oh, look at all these plans. Oh, we should check out these plans here. We can put all that in there. Notice it doesn't go up. So let's go ahead and check out our plans here. Now, plans allow you to build more stuff. So we're going to go through and look in our notes. And we're going to see which plans we actually know. Down here, it's going to say learn. Boom. Now I actually learned that particular thing. If it doesn't say learn, that means that I already know it. I think it should actually turn red so that you know which ones you have learned and which ones you haven't learned. Hopefully they add that later on. A lot of stuff I haven't learned here. Look at that water filter. Some recipes here for food as well. Different recipes that you can find or buy. And there's a great example, one right there. Ground mole rat. That one I already know because it's grayed out right over there. Thank you to Aqua Cruiser coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, along with Kegnesh coming in, dropping that Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, everybody. Check out my fashionable glasses here. Rocking and rolling the sweet love tonight as the Wasteland Tycoon. Having lots of fun. Having lots of fun. So let's stay up and at it here. having some fun getting this going. Now, of course, that recipe is useless to me. And I could drop it, give it to my friends, that kind of stuff. I find the trade system needs a lot of work as well. I find it's kind of a waste to do the trade system because the trade system is very kind of cumbersome to use. So I think they should work on that as well. Now, again, I'm not going to bash on them all day and say, oh, you suck, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell them what the problems are and give them a solution. What's the solution to this problem? The solution is make it red. Make it highlight red or another color or have a big arrow or a lock or something that indicates that I already know this item so I don't accidentally buy it from the vendor again. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. And that's not too much to ask, I don't think. I don't think that's too much to ask in-game. Is to have better indicators so that people don't make mistakes and then of course get frustrated in the game. The whole point, I don't want people to get frustrated. I want them to play the game and have fun and play together and have great adventures with each other. So there we go. So we got that in. Now again, they made a big mistake on these bobby pins. I think it's supposed to be 0.01, not 0.1, because 12 bobby pins actually weighs a lot. 0.1 is a lot. That's a lot for bobby pins. You know, bobby pins are like tiny, right? They weigh next to nothing. So there we go. So as you can see, I put everything in there. Let's go ahead and also put all this other stuff in there like this. Now, I find sometimes when you're doing this, when you're putting stuff in there, that sometimes your holotapes will kick in. You just go in, you go out, you go in your Pip-Boy, you go to holotapes, you play one, you play it, you tell it to stop that one. That'll stop all of that. Now, we've also got some ammo. Now, we're going to do something, that just brings me near tears. Near tears out here. We're going to use the same thing right here. We're going to go ahead and transfer. And we are actually going to ditch ammo. I hate getting rid of ammo. Now, the reason why I've got to get rid of ammo is it sucks up my space. I don't want it sucking up my space. I need shotgun ammo. I got a pitchfork there. I need 308 and 44. And typically, those are the three I use because those are the kind of weapons I like to use. So, shotgun, 308, and 44. All the rest of the ammo, it's got to go. It's got to get out of there. 38 out of there. I can't sell it either. I can't sell it to the vendor, which you can in Fallout 4. I don't know why you can't sell it in this version. But it's got to go out of there. It's out of there. There we go. Fusion cell. Missiles. Oh my gosh, those weigh way too much. Both in Fallout 4 survival mode and here in Fallout 76. All that out of there. Got to go. Bye-bye. See you later. Don't need it. It's going to be on the ground and eventually either someone will come along and find it or it'll disappear. Get rid of it. You got to make the tough choices, everybody. You can't just pack rat it like you can in Fallout 4. You got to get rid of that stuff. Now I can carry around more of the other ammo that I actually use big time up in here. There we go. Hey, Anon, what's up? Firehawk coming in. Again, if I miss your comment or question in the chat, feel free to throw it in there again. Sometimes I will get busy talking. I'll get focused on what I'm doing. It's never spam to me. Feel free to throw it in there again. I love interacting on stream. I love talking with people. It's my favorite part of being a streamer, even more than actually playing the games is, of course, talking with you guys and having some fun together. All right, now speaking of having fun together, I have for long enough suited here. We're going to go ahead and jump in the PS4 channel. Again, if you want to join me, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and undeafen there so my mods can talk to me and all of that. Let's get into it, everybody. I think we should start a giveaway. What do you guys think? I think we should start you guys off with a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. And later on, I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to let you pick what you want to win tonight. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and queue up a giveaway right over here. I'm going to go ahead and use this today because this is a little bit easier over here. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and give away a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt. You get to pick the color. You get to pick what size you want and all that stuff. And I will send you a real-life Wasteland t-shirt. Wear it with pride. Be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. So we're going to give it away right now. We're going to go ahead and start the giveaway right now. Let's see. Everybody gets a free ticket. Make sure that you guys get a confirmation. Costs 10 Kiz Caps per ticket. And you know what? We're going to crank this baby up so you guys can use up your Kiz Caps. 10,000 tickets you can buy. You have a 3 times chance of winning if you are a subscriber. But it's okay. You still have a chance to win even if you're not. So here we go. Boom. There we go. That is underway. Now, again, I'm going to show you a bit on how to I get the right mouse. I got actually 3 systems running here at the same time. Sometimes my mouse likes to vanish. There it is. All right. We're going to go ahead and do our contest and giveaways. Now, what the first thing you do is you go ahead and check and see how much Kiz Caps you've got stored in Vault 45. Now, you're like, Kismet, what's Vault 45 all about? Well, when I was 45 years old, I stopped doing what I love to do, of course, graphic design, because of my medical conditions. And I started on a new career path, which is pretty scary at that age. And of course, I started being a streamer. Of course, you can check how many kids caps you got by exclamation point loot. You can go ahead and get your free ticket by go exclamation point ticket space 1. Now, there's about 80 to 100 people in the channel right now. So everybody gets a free one. Everybody has a chance to win themselves a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt, some Fallout New Vegas, some Fallout 76, some 7 Days to Die. What else we got? A whole bunch of other stuff that we're giving away. Of course, the legendary Kismet loot drop. You get Kismet candy bars all the way from Finland, and a whole bunch of other epic stuff, bottle caps, and all sorts of other fun stuff going on. Now, if you're wondering about the Wasteland Tycoon loot drops, I finally got that stuff in. That stuff's going out by the end of the month. That took forever. That took forever to get that stuff in. I have it here somewhere. Oh, I got it over there now. I don't want to get up and get it. But I finally got that stuff in. I've been waiting for stuff to put into the loot drops and then send it out to you guys. So you're going to get that very, very soon. I can't wait. I was trying to get it to you by November, but then, of course, you know, this trouble, it's difficult when you're waiting on other people. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Not my fault it takes forever. It really it makes me empathize for people who have like a store or something like that where you have to, you know, wait for items to come in and you got to balance that, you know. Keep the stuff coming in always and keep that stuff on hand to do it, because I was having some new stuff built, which you guys saw, the little Wasteland Tycoon thingies, the keychains, which are pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, let's see. We took care of all of that. We put all our stuff away. We're finally ready to get out there and get into some trouble. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's open up that door. Let's walk out the door and get into some trouble finally. Now, of course, I don't do that every single time. There we go. Get our shotty out. Oh, and I'm out. Did I get rid of my shotgun shells? Totally possible. Totally possible. Or I'm out of shotgun shells. I used them up. Yep, out of shotgun shells. All right, we have to find some more shotgun shells. We're going to have to find some more aluminum so we can get some more shotgun shells. Now, I don't mind going melee. I have played melee many, many times. I find the short hunting rifle, great weapon at the very beginning. Same thing here with the stub nose. Decent weapon at the very beginning because you've got, of course, your sight that you can look down. You can fire that sucker, and you can look down your sight and whatnot. Now, I'm also in passive mode, by the way. I'm not playing any PvP on here, though I do love me some PvP from time to time, but only when I want to do it, not when someone else wants to do it, if you know what I mean. There you go. And I've done some 40-on-40 PvP. You guys remember that back in the Vanilla WoW days? I hear that they're bringing Vanilla WoW back again. They're bringing some servers back. I actually reactivated my Vanilla account after 10 years. Pristine Vanilla account, level 50 characters from back in the day, from 10 years ago. And I wasn't as excited as the Game Master was from this. Like, oh my God, this is like a pristine account from Vanilla. I can't believe it. It's so awesome. And I'm like, yep. Because I haven't played in like 10 years because I did move on from there because it got very grindy. I also had to work on my health as well. And then, of course, I'm much better off now. All right, so let's go off and get into some trouble here. And, of course, we're going to super loot as we go along. Collect a lot of loot here. Crank up my game sound a little bit here. Turn my Discord on. All right, everybody. Let's get into it. Now, again, if you want to join me in-game, you have to be in Discord, right? You have to be in Discord to join me in-game. I'm not going to invite you. I'm not going to be in there if I can't communicate with you in Discord. So if you want to get onto my Discord, here's what you do. You go ahead and go to discord.gg/Kismet. Of course, right there in the chat as well. I hear you, mole rat. Now, of course, you want to keep moving because they're going to try to get behind you. Try to get behind you here in-game, those little sneaky mole rats. Now, I don't know how they come out of the cement, but somehow they do. They got powerful chompers, right, to come out of the cement there. Oh, Mist! You know, it was one of my favorite games of all time, by the way. Mist, thank you so much. Appreciate that sub love. Unlock that first level. Unlock that little baby dragon. He does grow up over time. You go ahead and slot all of those dragon months together, and you'll have a winged dragon to follow you around, protect you in the game world. There you go, in the virtual space. Let's show some love in the chat. Anytime somebody hits that subscribe button, anytime anybody hits that follow button, please blow up that chat. Show that Kismet love in there, whether you got some Kismet emotes or not, whether you're a subscriber or not. Let's interact in the stream. Let's show them some love. Appreciate that big time Mist. Appreciate it. Every dime does go right back in the stream. And I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Now, we got a quest here to do. And we're just doing a little bit of solo today. Usually I hang out with my crew. I've been out for a while. So we're just going to go around and kill some farm supervisors and do some newbie quest action because we are on a low-level character right now. So you don't want to go, you know, into the nuke zone on a low-level character. You will die, though I would if I had my crew. I have done really high-level stuff, level 40 and 50 level stuff on this character at level 10 with my crew, which is pretty good. All right, it says at 33 in this direction, but what I really want is the supervisors to the right here. Let's go up here and see what's up. There's one right there. Shoot him in the back.
Attack on hostile target.
I just want to do a little backpedal there. You don't want him to wail on you the whole time. All right, we got that one. Let's go ahead and see where we got another one. Let's see. Way down, following the road this way. To the right. Now, there's lots of quests in here. There's lots of lore in the game that you can read or be a part of through the Overseer's quest or through other quests like this. There's events in the game, stuff like that. I always have a tendency to sting them, but I hear them down here. Here they are. Now, let's get in here. Let's go ahead and go first person. Don't have any action points like normal. All right, now I can also press the right mouse button or the right control to use this. Now, of course, when you're reloading, you don't want to just let them sit there and wail on you. You want to get yourself a nice location here. Let your action points build up a little bit. I love the live bats. The live bats is really great. So when you're reloading, make sure to get behind something and obscure the thing. Then you can run out and get them. Oh, what's up? Papa Big Daddy. What's up, Papa Big Daddy? Getting that sweet, sweet loot right here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, I don't know who Papa Sweet Daddy is. Just some random player in there, unless it's somebody from the stream. You let me know. Let me know in the chat if you are somebody in the game. Now, of course, if you want to friend me, go ahead and friend me right over here. My name in game is Kismet, B like Bravo, P like Papa. That's why I bought this PS4 to play with you guys. So again, you can join me in the PS4 channel on the Discord if you want to play with me. If you can't use Discord, you don't want to use Discord, sorry. That's the only way I let people play with me. So I can communicate to them, they can communicate to me, so I know they're legit, and so on. There you go. There you go. And you don't have to talk, by the way. You can go ahead and just listen in on Discord. But this way I can communicate to you in case I'm going somewhere and you don't know where I'm going and all that stuff. All of that. Uh-oh. I'm leaving the event. Let's not leave the event. There we go. Change the farmhand's targeting parameters. Now, the cool thing is everybody who's running around right now doing this quest, if somebody else does it, then I get the rewards for it. Right? And they'll drop a lot of rewards here. Now, of course, also, whenever you see a red rocket like this, that means that there's a stash hiding right in the red rocket. So if you want to go ahead and put some stuff in there, good thing to do. Of course, I would look for a workbench first.
Requires additional biological material.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at this. Tinker Workbench. Nice. Now, they love to sneak up on you. That's okay. I got them. They love to sneak up on you, get behind you, so always be aware of that. Mr. Handy Fuel on the ground there. Look at this. Mr. Handy Fuel everywhere. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Get that. Sometimes you got to kind of reposition to get it. And on console, I actually find it more difficult to navigate and whatnot, but it's not that hard. Sometimes a little bit of the controls are a little awkward. But we found a Tinker Workbench over here, which is great, because we don't have a Tinker Workbench because we don't have enough aluminum yet. But we can go here and craft into here. I love the crafting system in Fallout, both Fallout 4 and actually I love the crafting system all the way back in the Fallouts. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to make some ammo. Going to go down to our shotgun ammo. There we go. Now I'm out of plastic, so I can't make any more. But that does help me as well, so I can make a little bit of shotgun ammo. I can also scrap items. I always, before I put stuff in the workbench, the thing I do is I scrap. I think you should be able to scrap it locally on your self, as well as they should just put the storage back on the workbenches, and you know, you can make it where you can still have the stash, but just put it back on the workbenches because it's just tedious. It's just tedious to have to find the stash every single time. But you now know where they're at. But again, those are just my suggestions. There we go. Ah, look, we completed it. See, again, I didn't have to complete it. You actually have to run way over there, change some computer parameters. But watch this as I get some sweet, sweet loot. Right here, I got some item, got some purified water, some ammo, and some fertilizer, and some 10mm rounds, which, of course, I'll probably end up dropping all of that stuff. And a mutant leather left leg. Look at that. Nice. Nice, nice, sweet loot there. Let's see. We looted all of these guys. Looking good. So we got that event done. Let's see what else trouble we can get into. Tonight, let's see. What else we got? We got a quest way over here. Find the next journal in there. Now, we can go ahead and jump to these locations, but I'm a big fan of just walking. Of just putting your feet down on the ground and see what adventures happen along the way. I'm also a big fan of when I'm walking to be in third person. And then, of course, when I'm fighting to be in first person. I think it just adds a little bit of something to it. Now, I always like double-checking my map quite often to make sure that I'm running in the right direction. Okay, I'm going to gather some wood and whatnot as we're running along. Some flowers. There's some wild mute fruit there. Wild mute fruit. So we're going to grab that. We can actually plant that or let it rot and then use it for fertilizer. Big time. Big time. Let's see. Did you find them on PS4? Yes. Did you get on Discord? I don't think you did. You get on Discord in the lurker chat, say I would like to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Then my mods will upgrade you or let me know in the chat that you've done that. Hey, Slick Ford. Everybody show Slick Ford some love in the chat. Massive support of the stream. How long are you going to play for today? Long time. Long time. We're going to play lots of Fallout 76 and as well as 7 Days to Die. Oh, somebody wants to party. Don't panic. You'll be fine. There's only level 1s. Somebody's shooting at me here. There you are. Again, use the tree. If you want to reload, use the tree as where it can't hit you. Sometimes they can shoot around the tree, by the way. I don't know how. It's like a magic. And I love the real-life VATS. The live, especially on console, the live VATS helps a lot because often you'll have tons of enemies on you. And you'll try to find where they're at, and then you're like, because it's not as quick as you can with the keyboard and the mouse. With the mouse, you just whoop, whoop, whoop. Right? With this, you gotta, it takes a second. It takes a second to find all the people shooting at you. And often, it's hard to find them, though the audio does help a lot. I've used just some Apple headphones here. I actually have the wireless ones, too. I don't know why I keep forgetting to use my wireless ones. But if you have really great headphones, the music and the sound effects in this game are top-notch. Really, really well done. There we go. And actually, we'll get our shotgun back out again. Let's go out here. Then we'll kind of switch between our shotgun and our pistol here. And, of course, the first thing you want to do is load your shotgun. There we go. We'll grab some wood there. And, again, we'll go ahead and check that map. Where am I at? All right. So I'm kind of where it's at, right? This big thing here. I can kind of follow along this big, giant bridge. Now, I've been up to the top of the bridge before. But we're going to go ahead and do the bottom part down here because we're looking for resources, right? I'm a big fan of super looting, grabbing everything along the way because it pays off down the road. And that's how I do my super builds. People ask me quite often, Kismet, how do you have so much resources? Because I go around and I pick it up as I'm going, right? As I'm going from place to place to place, I'm picking it up. Can't get on the lurker bench till level 20, though. Lurker bench next to couch potato. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but whatever. Do you feel a change with the updates, man? Yes, I do enjoy the updates. I think they have some more work to do in the game. But again, it's their first online game. All online games are train wrecks at launch. It's not Fallout 5. If you keep those things in check... if you keep those things in check and not listen to the naysayers, you'll be fine. You'll have fun in game, I think. I think you'll have fun. If you're a Fallout fan like me, absolutely. Absolutely. Lots of lore, lots of stuff to read, lots of things to go on. Find out why people are all scorched. What's going on with the scorched beast? Why are people on fire? Why are some people all burnt up into ash? We, of course, discovered that on our PC version. We read all the lore, and we get into it deep. We go deep lore action up in this stream. Now, when I'm playing on console, whatnot. I do not read the thing because I've already done it on PC. But on console, we just go around and have some fun. Now, normally I like to shoot these guys, which is kind of fun, but you guys just run up and hit A, but you get radiated a little bit. Like, why are those guys all burnt up like that? I know, and people have been watching my stream know. Maybe you know. Maybe you've been playing. We'll see. All right. Yeah, you see I go through and I get every little thing. Right, here's something. Woo. Luckily, it was blocked there in the edge. Blocked in the edge. Now, of course, in your downtime, always be reloading. Make sure that all your weapons are loaded. So you can very quickly just switch between your weapons if you have a problem, right? You don't need to reload. Don't reload. Reload gets you killed. You just switch weapons. Switch weapons, have multiple weapons. If you got to have multiple shotguns, then that's what you got to do. Which, when I have enough shotgun ammo, I think that's what I'm going to do. Double, and that'd be kind of cool with double-hand shotguns. Run around with double-hand shotguns. Or double pistols. That would be awesome. That would be another thing, but, you know, hey, fix all the other stuff first before we get into that. Fix the storage size, the build limits, and, of course, micromanaging your stuff. It is very cumbersome to manage your stuff versus something like Fallout 4 or even New Vegas or Fallout 3, because it's an online game. That storage is very, very much reduced. There we go, grabbing that again. Let's go ahead and check our map. How we doing? We are going in the wrong direction, which is normal for me. Normal for me to end up going in the wrong direction. How do I donate on PS4? How do you donate what? Are you trying to donate items? Or are you trying to donate to the stream? Any of that kind of stuff? There's a link down below the stream, by the way. If you do wish to donate, I appreciate everybody does. Nobody has to. You know, I just get by in life, and now I get by. I put every dime back into the stream. The wife is now working after 10 years of not having to work. She's out working, trying to cover those basic bills. You know, food, water, and all that stuff. It's still a massive struggle, especially with 3 kids. But eventually, it would be nice if streaming did actually pay me something down the road. But you know what? YOLO, everybody. You only got so many minutes in your life. Do what you love to do every day. I'm living proof right here. If I had made another choice, if I had laid down and let my wife take care of me and when I was disabled, I would have just wasted away in the bed and then been gone at 40 or 50. And that's not the way I go out. That's not the way Kismet goes out. I'm going to go out last. I don't care if I'm 175. I'll be right here. Oh, high score! And then croak. That's the way I'm going to go out. I'm going to do what I love to do until the very last minute. Holy mackerel! Slick Ford coming in. Holy mackerel. So loud. You guys don't hear it as loud as I do because I'm going to blow your ears out. But holy moly, that's loud. It just makes me jump scare every single time. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. Appreciate it greatly. I appreciate everybody who does donate to the stream. Let's show a massive love in the chat, everybody. Bringing the lightning today. There we go. ASMR stream. No, I don't do that. I find it creepy. Now, if you dig it, if it's your thing, there's something really creepy about it. Hey, B-Storm. I was like, what is that? I'm like, oh, the B-Storm. Get them. Get those suckers. How do you loot them? I don't know, but I like me some wild mute fruit. Wild mute fruit. All right. What do we do? We fell off the thing here. We're going this way? I get confused as to what direction I'm going in here, because it's not like I actually have to go this way through this mountain. So that's what confuses me. I'm like, wait a minute, there's like a mountain there. So I got to find my way up around this mountain. I'm feeling left. I don't know. Sometimes I just go with my instincts. Again, I like to just put my feet on the ground. I get that question all the time in all the Fallouts that I play. Kismet, what do you do when you've done everything? Put your feet on the ground and start walking. That's what you do. And I do that very early on, too. I don't just do one thing and grindy. The one thing over and over again, like grind levels. Oh, my gosh. That is a fast way to burn yourself out from any game. I don't care what game you're playing. It's just make it into a grindy mess. Now, of course, if you like that, hey, more power to you. It's your game. You do whatever you want. For me, I don't like to make it into a grindy mess. I like to take my time, see what's over that next hill, see what's up on that thing there, challenge myself to do it totally legit, make those millions and billions of caps down the road. But right now, not too concentrated on cash. We'll do that later on. Later on, after we have a bit of fun, wander around, get into some trouble. Getting a little bit better. Using the console after you use PC takes a bit of getting used to. Always first thing I do is assess danger. Whenever I go anywhere, I always look around, see if there's any bad peeps. And we're kind of walking up on the Bridgewater. Look at that! Over there! You see that? Danger. It's an evil car. That car must die. Bye-bye, evil car. 3, 2, 1. Love me some explosions, too. Look out! Flying debris. You're like, Kismet, you're wasting your ammo. Oh, yeah. That's not a waste of ammo. That's a good use of ammo right there. That's a good use, just for the fun of watching it go boom. Now, one of my favorite things to do in Fallout 4, and in actually all the Fallouts, is to do fun stuff like that. Just random fun stuff. Like in the case of Fallout 4, I have went in and basically destroyed every single car in the Wasteland, and frankly, I'm really, really good at it. Get those potatoes. Take all. There we go. All right, and are we going to do this here? I think we're just going to try to bypass this cabin. I think we've already been here. I can see I've already got it on the thing. We're going to bypass this cabin and try to get going where we're going. Again, love the live bats when you have action points. Because I'm so low level, my action points are a little tough. Wow, that was actually pretty good on console. That was pretty good. Those are usually hard to kill even on PC. Because they fly and they move around a lot. A little difficult. So I do love the control system normally in Fallout. I think, you know, the menu switching and stuff is a little awkward in Fallout 76. But, you know, that's all stuff. It's just like, that's like cosmetic stuff that can be worked on over time. And refined and made better. Again, I don't have any hate at all. Any hate for it, because I've been around a long time. I've played games before some of you have been born. And I know all too well the cycle of games. Especially when it's somebody's first online game, and they got to take a beating, usually on their first online game, and they'll learn some stuff hopefully and incorporate it into the game. But I enjoy it. I love the loot, as you can see, grabbing stuff as we go along, looking for little logs and whatnot, and grab loot from. Need lots and lots of wood for later, for making soup and all of that stuff. All right, we're coming up on our destination here. Let's see. Oh, we're not even close. We got a long way to go. Long way to go. And a short time to get there. Love your chill to watch and listen. There you go, Dislink. Anyone make any food from Fallout Cookbook Kappa? Actually, I've had some of my my community actually make it and send me pictures of them making it. Pretty cool. Actually, some people sent me pictures of the cookbook too, which is pretty cool. I have not made any myself. I am a terrible cook. How did you come by this outfit, said Rescuer? Well, for TwitchCon, it's a long story, by the way. I'll make it very, very short, though. For TwitchCon, I said that I would dress up as the Wasteland Tycoon if people donated to get my 5 mods to TwitchCon. And they did. So, as a man of my word, I commissioned a cosplay as the Wasteland Tycoon, which is what I'm known for here in the street. And guess what? It took 6 months, and a month before TwitchCon, the person said they can't get it done. Basically, a month before. Right? So I'm like, uh-oh. I made a promise. I got to come through on that promise. So what I did is I said, you know what? I'm going to go get my own. So I bought the fedora from a famous place in Hollywood. So this fedora is like $100, by the way. I don't wear hats, by the way. I noticed that I learned something new about myself. Hold on. No, don't strike me. Don't strike me on YouTube. There we go. That music will mute my stream or it'll strike me on YouTube. So I went out and I got a whole bunch of stuff and I found out about my head. The reason why I don't like hats is I actually have an extra large head. I'm not kidding. That's the size of this hat. This is an extra large, the largest size, actually one down from the largest size that you can buy. And I always wondered why I hated hats because they're always too small for my head. There you go. Now I know. So I bought myself this hat. I bought the rest of the outfit. I had it tailored down to the right size so I could wear it, and so on. Now this is one of my favorite spots actually in the game. Is this area right here. Why is it awesome? Because you got the vendor, you've got your stash, and you've got a workbench in the back here. Now watch out, you do get ganked sometimes from tons of peeps. Oh, we got to get some water going on too. But what you can do is you can go back here. You can go ahead and scrap what you've got right now. You can see I'm 112 of 165. Scrap all. scrap all items. You'll see it reduces. I have the same amount of items, same amount of resources, but you can see that it's now reduced to 108. And then I can just go right over here to the stash and transfer. And that's what we want to do. Go ahead and store all the junk. And there we go. Now we're down to about 105. Now, we've also got some other stuff in here, too. We've got pistols and other kind of random stuff. We found that. Ooh, that's a legendary. Let's put that on. Let's put that on in here. What's up with that? No, not what I wanted to do. Again, I find the navigation a bit awkward because, you know, you got to use the controllers and all that stuff. But, you know, if you get used to it, I guess it'd be fine. There we go. Now, we got this leather left chest piece. Now, we can go to the vendor here and talk to the vendor.
It's dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go.
I mute the game sounds whenever those guys are talking because they can be quite annoying. Now, he's got 200 caps over there. So if we want to get some caps, we can literally just sell all this kind of random other stuff that we got, like 10mm pistol. Let's get rid of that. Pipe pistol. We'll sell that. That left leather leg. Now, you can also scrap this stuff and get mods and whatnot. I like to clean house. Oops, that's not what I want to get rid of. I like to clean house and just get rid of random stuff that I know I'm not going to use. Oh, wow. Actually, I'm going to use the bulk of that stuff, but I'll put that in my storage. Anything else we can get rid of here? Nothing else we can sell. Now, the other thing I would look for, of course, are plans here. Any kind of plans that will help you in your adventure, but you don't know which ones you already know. So if you bought that for 190 caps and you already knew that, you just wasted 190 caps. It's really a bummer. It's really a bummer. So that's what I got this outfit for, and it's inspired, of course, by the Fallout Vault suit. Of course, the yellow and blue. I did wear it at TwitchCon, and I do have my signature fashionable glasses to go with it. So there you go. So I did wear this as promised, and I ordered it the last minute. I mean, I ordered it a rush shipment from Amazon, and also from places all over the place to do the tie and all the pins and all of the stuff. And I did buy some pins when I was at TwitchCon and whatnot. I walked around TwitchCon with the Overseer's Guardian, by the way. Had that 3D printed as well. I walked around TwitchCon. You can see all those pictures and whatnot on Discord. Thanks to all of the people who did donate. Don't worry, your loot drops are in safe hands. They are coming in finally. I finally got in the rest of that stuff, putting them together, sending them out very, very soon. Hopefully by the end of the month, you'll have them all in hand. Hopefully. Find out. No, I'm not guaranteeing it, though, because every time I say, all right, we're going to get it done, something goes off the rails. But that's just like in life and just like in stream. That happens all the time. So we go ahead, again, go in here, and we can scrap all the items. We scrap all the weapons and stuff and get the mods for it. Or we can go in and we can sell it to the vendor. I'm not finding caps all that useful in the game. I find that at the certain level that I'm at right now, caps are only useful if you want to quick travel. Or you want to buy some plans from the vendor. But I find that it's kind of a crapshoot whether you already know that or not. And it's just heartbreaking to spend 200 caps this early in the game and then find out that you already know that pattern. And then when you sell it back to the vendor, it's not worth barely nothing. So that is a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker. So they definitely need to add a system that tells you whether you know the plans or not. And you can see that I just pick up stuff everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm always going, okay, there's something there. There's something in here. What about down here? I got to get the TP. Got to get the TP. You know, you got to make the wasteland comfortable. Hey, nobody not. Hey, this is private time. It's private time in here. All right, I'm done. Hey. Open the door. There we go. Okay, I'm on times I got to press the button, but apparently a lot. So again, I really, really enjoy playing Fallout 76. I enjoy all of the Fallout series. And I get the question all the time, Kismet, what is your favorite Fallout? Pretty close. I would say New Vegas right there. But because it has building, I would say Fallout 4 right there. And some people will be like, no way, Kismet. How could you like Fallout 4? That one sucked, and the thing sucked, and this sucked, and that sucked. That's how I like to play. It's okay if we disagree. If you like other games, if you don't like the Fallout series at all, well, hey, it's your prerogative, your stuff, right? Like what you like. That's what I say a lot here in the stream. Like what you like, the music that you like, enjoy that kind of stuff. Slick Ford coming in. Look at that. Holy mackerel. 17 months. Look at all those slots he got unlocked. Look at all those emotes he's unlocked along the way. I hope you guys like those full screen alerts. I don't put little baby alerts. I don't put them down in the corner. You just hide them down there, little baby things that come in. No, I show you guys full screen because you are the reason I'm still alive today. I'm still alive and doing what I love to do every day. So I like to show you guys off. How can you play this game? Yuck. Well, again, just like I said, like what you like. I'm going to play whether you like it or not. So there we go. Because I play what I like, I enjoy what I like, and you can enjoy what you like, but we can still be cool. We can still hang out. You can still chill out in the chat, hang out with a lot of awesome people in there. Feel free to say hi, though. Actually say hi back yet. I know, crazy, right? Now you know. Gonna wear more hats? No. I actually dislike hats. I dislike wearing hats, and probably because now I'm like reinforced because I can't wear normal hats. Like if I actually bought some other fedoras as well. Some cheaper fedoras to give to my mods to wear around with me, which we gave away while we're at TwitchCon, as well as I bought another kind of a lower level hat like this one as a backup in case this one didn't come in time, and it did not fit me. And it's like a universal size, right? It did not fit me at all. So I gave it away to BGG Joe, by the way. Awesome guys over there. I was watching them earlier today while I was working on stuff. Oh, wait. We need to get our water on here so we have some action points. Out of there. And again, this is why you carry some water around with you and whatnot. Let's just use up our boiled water for now. We'll use our purified water later. And let's have some boiled water. We've got some food. Let's just have that while we're thinking about it. What do we got? Some crispy squirrel bits. I mean, I'm not saving this for a rainy day. I'm saving it for now. I could have cooked up some of this stuff. I could have got rid of some of this stuff off of me. But let's just keep going for now. Keep going. We're going to go for just a little bit longer here. And get it going on. Jojo's in. Oh, he's in and then he disappeared.
Some hooligan accosted me along my path. I can't seem to stay upright and continue my journey without it. It's right over there. I've been staring at it this whole time. Pick it up and reattach it so I can get on with this.
Already done.
Thank you. With my stabilization systems in working order, I won't tip over as much. I'm dreadfully late to deliver a very important message, but perhaps you'd like to assist me further. My sensors are a bit damaged and the road seems to have gotten quite dangerous. Company policy allows me to offer a reward if you ensure my safe arrival to my destination. Now, I have a vague sense.
Yeah, I don't mind, by the way.
Follow me.
Let me mute this for a second.
Message will be delivered.
I don't mind if you come in and say, I don't like the game. I don't mind if you come in and say, I don't like this feature of the game. That's cool. As long as it's respectful, we're good. But if you come in and you start slandering game manufacturers and whatnot, or start doing stuff that I find disrespectful, I will ban you from my channel. Just a heads up. Just a heads up, everybody in there. You know what? Everybody makes mistakes in life. You're not infallible. I am not infallible. Everybody who's ever lived made mistakes. Everybody who lives right now is making mistakes. And everybody who will ever live until we're replaced with robots, and even then we'll probably still be imperfect, is infallible and will cause mistakes. So I give people the benefit of the doubt, especially online games. Like people have amnesia. Like they never played an online game at launch before. You never played World of Warcraft on launch? That thing was a train wreck. You ever played SimCity online? Train wreck. You could go down the line of every major game that's ever come out online. Train wreck, train wreck, train wreck. You know it's going to happen. I tried to pre-warn people here in the stream. Watch out. It's going to have issues. Absolutely. Don't get your hopes up that it's going to be perfect on launch. Any game. There you go. There you go. So, again, have that fun. Don't let other people's opinion affect your opinion. Don't get on the hate train.
Right.
Now, if you don't like it, that's fine. That's cool. If you don't dig it, you're like, Kismet, I wanted Fallout 5, not Fallout 76. I didn't want an online game. I wanted a single-player game that I could play by myself. Totally understand that. I understand that mentality. I love me some Fallout 4, some New Vegas, and all of that along the way. Let's get rough. I understand that mentality. I'm a big fan of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. I played the entire series. In fact, I worked for a company that actually did the graphic design for Interplay. I actually worked on the box art and all that stuff for the original Fallout before I knew about Fallout, before a lot of you were even born or before you even knew about it. And I got a copy of it, and I played it on day one when that thing dropped. And I absolutely loved it. I probably played more hours in that than any of the Fallouts at all because I have a wife and 3 kids. I've only got so much time here on stream. I've only got so much time, as you can see. So there we go. There we go. I think you just mutated. There was a message about healing boost. Really? Oh, did I mutate from being... Oh, yeah, look at that. I did. Yeah, if you are radiated too long, you will get mutated. Oh, hold on. Oh, Gregory Army coming in with a sub love. Hold on, I got some ghoulies to kill here. Always keep that oh, nope. Reload. Oh, I'm out of bullets. I got three shotgun bullets left.
Better late than never.
True. True that. Now, again, this game does not pause, so you have to keep going. One of the drawbacks. So if you're looking for Fallout 5, I'm sure they'll make it. That you don't have the that kind of interactivity that you have like in Fallout, in the previous Fallouts, where you have a companion, like a Nick Valentine or whatever, and you go through this kind of journey and you do this whole big storyline. Though there is lots of storyline in here, you just have to read the storyline, or you do it through robots and whatnot. There are no people, and that's part of the lore. Part of the lore is that you just came out of the vault. There's nobody else out here. Right? But I have a feeling that what they're going to do is actually open up some other vaults and, of course, roll that out eventually.
Your application entry has been randomly selected by Vault-Tec for acceptance to one of our most exclusive underground Fallout shelter communities. In the event of nuclear war, please report to the Vault-Tec
I haven't seen this before.
Campus Center on Tuesday, October 26th at 6 o'clock p.m. for your orientation session. We are happy to welcome you to the Vault-Tec family. Congratulations
Bueller.
on this once-in-a-lifetime
Bueller.
opportunity.
Bueller. Bueller.
Regretfully, I cannot help you. I am not authorized to do so.
Ha ha ha! Can't get us in the vault. But other people, I haven't done this quest yet. It's the first time I've done it. Oh, that's awesome. So this person who lived here got to get accepted to Vault-Tec, to the vault. Pretty cool. They got the message a little late, didn't they? They got the message a little late. I think they probably all croaked. You know what that makes me want to do? Blow up some cars. I got some bullets somewhere. Oh, look out. Look out, Mr. Robot. It's gonna blow. Too late. So that's what my outfit's all about. Is that I made a promise to my community and I came through on it. Let's see. What do you need to do that? But thank you. There we go. Let's see. Gregory Army coming with the set. Oh, wait. It was Firehawk. Firehawk coming and said, you know what, Gregory Army? I'm going to show you some love tonight. Gave him that gift sub. Congratulations. There you go. Now you got those Kismet emotes. Of course, you have 3 times chance of winning tonight. And of course, you're earning 3 times the Kiz Caps for showing that sub love. Appreciate it. Big time. Appreciate those gifted subs. Thank you so much, Firehawk. I appreciate Gregory also being here as well. You think I don't know that you're not dead? I know you're in there having trouble. Where's your friends? Where's your friends? Here's Farmer Bob here. Or Ranger Bob. Got any more friends? I know you do. I'm going to reload. There got to be more. Oh, resources. Now, see, this is how you get killed right here. You're going, oh, resources. And you grab the resources. And while you're grabbing the resources, you get ganked. That happens so often. Now, put a 1 in the chat if that ever happened to you in an MMO. Like, if you played World of Warcraft and you're like, oh, look, an ore node. And you run up to the ore node, all of a sudden, big boss comes over there and wipes you out, right? Or some mob comes out of nowhere and tries to kill you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's ever happened to you. That's happened to me so many times. Bad. That's why I always tell my people to stay focused. Stay focused on the stuff around first. No, I don't want to lay down with that zombie. I don't want to snuggle with that zombie. No. With that ghoulie. I'm snuggling with this ghoulie. No, I can't handle it. Cooties. Cooties. No, I'm getting ghoul cooties. Get out of there. Try to loot. Oh, acquire a disease. I got the swamp itch. I'm sorry, everybody. I got the swamp itch. It happens. It happens. That's what happens when you lay down with ghouls. I don't suggest it, everybody. I don't suggest laying down with the ghouls. Not good. Don't sleep in an old ghoulie bed. My God. Oh, hello there, hidden holotape. I hate flatwoods. Well, let's play it.
Well, my back hurts. Sick of eating varmints with 2 pair of eyes. Yeah, I tell them I see the big old boomer out there. They tell me, what's a boomer then? Then some sweet young thing come up to me asking for help with that garden next door. And then, just this morning, I hear talk of crawdads big.
Coming in with a big bada boom. Thanks, Firehawk. Appreciate it. Yeah, yay for ghoul cuddlies. Cuddles, exactly.
Now everything cattywampus or it'll kill
Cattywampus? Hey, Hey, watch it over here.
I ain't no cussing lady. But damn if God had just let a bomb fall on my head. Jesus, just let me die.
Nah, you're meant for greater things. You're meant for the... What the heck is up with this holotape? There we go. A lot of empty air at the end of that holotape. Now, the holotapes in this game, by the way... A lot of ambient noise there. A lot of ambient noise in this area. The holotapes, by the way, can be a bit lengthy, I think, in-game. That's another thing I think they should have worked on. And also, they have a tendency to speak really slow. They're like, hi, I am the guy talking on the tape here, and we are going to talk a lot of stuff for a very long time. The pacing of the holotapes definitely needs some work. So if they're going to put in, I mean, they're probably not going to fix what's already in there. I would imagine not. But that's if you are going to do future expansions and whatnot, I'm sure they are, events and expansions to the game, make sure that you up the pacing of those holotapes. And also make them not as long. If you got to split them in multiple parts, that's fine. I'm cool with that. You got to find the different parts and listen to the different parts. But don't make it talk so slow. It is very tedious sometimes because you're in the middle of a battle or you're going from place to place or whatever. It should just be a little snippet, a little storyline snippet that takes you from one place to another or something, but not that just goes on and on and on. On and on and on. It can definitely do that. All right, where did our red rocket go? I think it's up here at the top. Right here. Actually, I think it's right over here somewhere. Now, again, I have a condition right now. I'm radiated. I have swamp. Oh, I was going to show you the condition as well. I also are a mutation. You can also get mutations if you're radiated too long. The thing is awkward. I'm sorry. It's just awkward. There we go. So we got swamp itch, and we also got healing factor. Look at that. We got minus 55 effects, but health regen is plus 300%. I don't know. I'll take that any day of the week. I actually like that health regen. If we went in and did our rat away, you can see, oh, well, the green screen's in the way. But if we use a rat away, it'll actually heal us without actually needing to heal. It'll actually boost our healing factor automatically, which is cool. Actually, I can go in the Pip-Boy. You can see that right over here. See, I removed the rat away, and then, of course, this is going to heal over time. Again, the game does not pause. So if we sat here, you could actually see it go up over time, but we're not going to do that. We're going to get into some action here. Now we're suffering from swamp itch. We need to go to the red rocket right over here, because what we want to do is get our healing going on.
Delivering a message. No, wait. I already did that. Must be a bad memory hole.
Yeah. There we go. I thought he needed another message taken care of. Now we've got our stash right in here. We got some stuff in there? No. We got our stash right in here. We're going to go ahead and transfer. We're going to check and see if we've already got it. We might have had it on us.
Bueller.
Yeah, JoJo, probably going to run out of time. We're going to probably play next time. I'm just going to finish this up right here. Sorry, man. Sorry it took you so long to get into Discord and get it going. We'll get you next time. Don't worry. We're going to be playing next week as well on PS4. So I'm just going to finish now. I'm going to use a healing salve or disease cure. That's what I need. Disease cure. And then, again, let's go ahead and look at what it is that the effect is. Swamp itch, minus 2 agility. So we're going to go ahead and try to remove that. Again, you got all of these conditions. You have mutations. You have food and water you have to take care of. I like that. I like that survival part of it. If it's not your thing, then you probably won't like the game that much. On top of that, if you're not really into that. I'm totally into that. I like it to be a little bit tougher. I don't like it to be too easy. Easily. I don't like it where I just like, easy mode the entire game. Though, it is fairly easy. It's not that it's really that hard. But when compared to other survival modes, like Fallout 4 survival mode and whatnot, it does take a little bit of effort. Still not enough plastic. Alright, we're going to have to go on a plastic spree next time. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our junk in here. Oh, I was going to scrap my junk first. Now, at the end of your play session, you should always kind of wind down from your play session. Meaning you should go in, you should scrap all your junk, right? You should clear your inventory. You should repair your weapons. You should do all of those things. Actually, let's do that. Let's bounce back to my camp here. Again, you can jump to your camp from anywhere. And because I'm working in this kind of starting area, this is where I have my camp, and you can move your camp as you move into different areas. So there we go. So sorry, JoJo. We'll get you next time, bro. We will get you next time. It's pretty tame tonight. Oh my God, you're crazy. There we go. Yeah. Can't wait for 7 Days to Die. Yes, we're going to play some 7 Days to Die here in just a moment. Just a moment. All right. Oh, look at this beautiful sun rays. Did a good job on the sun rays. Sometimes some of the effects look kind of but the sun rays, I like the sun rays. Sometimes the sun rays come from nowhere, by the way. That needs a little bit of work as well. But overall, I love that kind of, I mean, that feel, that gives you like a real earthy feel when you're playing the game. Look at it as it transitions, as the sun position moves. Right? You can actually see the shadow move right here. If you missed it, it actually moved position as it's going along. Pretty cool. This is my little base over here. And again, you want to build pretty simple in this game because you can run out of space pretty quickly. Though it is fun to see what you can do within those limits, though. All right, so we're back at our stash here. We already scrapped the items. Let's go ahead, just for next time, we're going to repair our shotgun and other weapons. So we'll have it ready so we don't have to do it next time. I'm going to try to do this every time before I switch games here. Let's repair. Let's go ahead and repair this one. I lack the requirements to repair that one. Aluminum. I'm out of there. All right, we got that done. Let's see if we've got any guns or anything like that we need to scrap before we go. Let's see. We've got weapons. Nope. Apparel. We got some eyeglasses. Let's scrap those. Visor. Oh, look at that. It's a sturdy metal left leg. So let's see. What do we got? What do we got for left leg? Oh, we don't have a left leg. Right leg, right arm, left arm. Oh, I must have unequipped it. Right here. No, oh, I switched. I switched to the this one. This is a 511 with plus 10 damage. And this one was 1112. 511 or 1112. That's a tough one because this has an actual boost to it, plus 10 damage and energy resist if you're mutated, which I am mutated right now. So we're just going to go to that one for now, and we're going to keep the other one around just in case. Rarely do I keep extra items. I usually clear them all. All right, we got them all cleared. Looking good. There's like a Protectron in here. How'd I get in my base? See, the kill box killed the Protectron that was in my base. That's why it's in there. All right, and then I think we'll call it there. Thank you so much for those tuning in for my Fallout stream. We're going to go ahead and quit to the main menu. And again, thank you, JoJo and everybody else who was going to play here on PS4. Don't worry, I play PS4 every single week. We'll play again next week. If you didn't get to play tonight, don't worry. We'll play some more down the road. Now, right now, actually, we have a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt up for grabs, everybody. So if you'd like to grab that, you go ahead and go !ticket space 1 in the chat. I'm going to give it away here in just a moment, so stick around in the stream. Let me go back to my overseer's office. Let's go. All right, everybody, let's get it going here. Let me go ahead and switch over to my PC. Here's why you have water with caps on it. I just about poured that into my keyboard. But I didn't because I always have a lid on any stuff, usually, unless it's like tea, which I sometimes risk it. So again, if you want to get yourself a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt, right here in the stream, you go !ticket space 1. Everybody gets a free ticket. Now, you can do up to 10,000 tickets because you can use up your kiss caps that you've earned here in the stream. Got a little itch. Got a little face itch there. And you can, of course, use up to 10,000 right now because those will reset at the end of January. Usually I do it January 1st, but I'm going to go ahead and extend it to February 1st. So, of course, we can do these contests and giveaways here on the stream. Not to wake up my PC. It's sleeping. It's like, Kismet, you've been playing on console. I'm gonna pout a little bit. All right, wake up, PC. Let's go. If it's going to wake up or not. Come on. It doesn't want to wake up. Hold on, let me press some more buttons. PC. Come on. There we go. All right. Took a little time there to wake up. Close out all this other stuff. All right, looking good. Let's get into some 7 Days to Die, everybody. Let me go ahead and update my title. Now, again, we're going to be on the homepage here in just about an hour. I appreciate everybody being here, showing that support. Let's do this. I'm just going to switch the game. I'm going to leave the title the same. 7 Days to Die. There we go. Open that up. Now, we have our own private server, which I call the Mega Server. We're going to get into that right now. Of course, if you are watching this on the future on YouTube, watching it on my VOD, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you watching this. If you are watching this on YouTube, please consider hitting that subscribe button right down there. Hit that like button. You know what to do. I don't need to tell you. You do your thing. And I appreciate every single one of you. Of course, let's go ahead and stop the recording here and watch for the next one coming right up. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.